Hey everybody, it's Party Elite. Welcome you back to our Distant Worlds 2 live streamed super mini campaign, let's call it. Folks, I am really excited, as I was yesterday, to dive into this game. If you watched the VOD or you were there live yesterday, you know part of the reason why I'm so excited about Distant Worlds 2, and I'm very fortunate to be able to actually showcase this game early on the channel with these streams. Today's stream, as yesterday's stream was, is also sponsored by the folks over at Slytherin. They are the publishers of this game, and they just want me to let you know that right now there is a huge sale on their entire catalog. 70% off on some games, 70% plus on others. They have a huge catalog of all sorts of strategy games across all sorts of settings, so highly recommend checking that out. And Distant Worlds 2 itself is also 10% off right now if you want to pick it up. The game itself releases on the 10th of March, but if you want to pick it up early, you can. It's 10% off, as I was saying. Links to both of those kinds of deals are in the description down below. And again, you know, take a look at their catalog as well. If you like games like this, you'll find, I think, quite a bit in their catalog that you'll enjoy as well. Just wanted to say that right off the bat to make sure everyone knows this is a sponsored stream, and it's always it's always cool when it works out when you can play like games that you love, and then the devs and stuff kind of like sponsor you as well. It just works out really nicely. I've been excited for Distant Worlds 2 for a very long time. This is one of the probably one of the most complex 4X strategy games to come out within the last like 3, 4, 5 years or so. I can't put a number on it, but like this is one of the most engaging strategy gaming experiences I've had in some time. You know, of course, there's like in this genre especially, I should specify, because sci-fi has been tapped in many various different ways, and Distant Worlds 2 hits a lot of notes that like a lot of others don't. Today's stream is a continuation from yesterday's. We are going to dive into, you know, just a little bit of a catch-up or recap really quickly. But before I do that, I want to dive into chat and give a warm welcome to everybody joining us here right off the bat. We have with us Rain Roth arriving nice and early, Jazzy BW Allen Classified, JRF Foe, how's it going? It's Taylor, glad you can make it. Bewitched Phantom, how goes? I've been good, man. Just super busy, insanely busy. I cannot believe we're halfway through February already, almost. It's been insanity, but hoping things will return to normal as February wraps up and we head into March. A whole quarter of this year is just like a blur to me, but I've been good. Hopefully you've been good as well. How is everybody doing on this beautiful Saturday morning, afternoon, evening, whatever it may be where you are? Where are we? Let's see. Pantrin Wolf, how's it going, bud? We got Diego FL81, All Jobs 2.0, MF Serious, Low Motion, Mighty Master, Norman B, and JDHS. I forget what we agreed upon, that it was acceptable for me to shorten it to, so please remind me. But how's it going, bud? Dom, how it goes? Getting more and more excited for this one. Hopefully I can show you more reasons to be excited today. Flesson19, how's it going, bud? Been some time. And yes, afternoon, evening. Jeez, that was harder to say than usual. But thank you all for joining me right off the bat. It is, as always, you know, great to see a crowd kicking us off, and I'm just excited to share stuff. So we'll be diving in with full force. But it's Taylor coming through, kicking us off with a super chat. Thank you very much. Hello to you as well. I'm glad you can make it today. It's always great to just see like. It's been great to come back to streaming. It's been so long, and it's absolutely great, and I appreciate the super chat greatly. You've heard me say it countless times, I'm sure. It really helps support the channel, the streams. It's fantastic. So thank you so very much, It's Taylor, for that super chat, and of course, hello right back to you. So right, let's do a really quick recap. We are playing as the Acdarians. I think last stream I mistakenly called us the Acadians at one point. I keep going back and forth calling us the Arcadians, the Acadians, and the Acdarians, but now I really want to watch the Scorpion King movies again. So we are the Acdarians. We are a very fishy people. We have a preference for water worlds, ocean planets, and any type of planet that has large bodies of water. That's our preferred kind of atmosphere and planet type. There's no other way to put it, I guess. We have slowly expanded our reach. We went from not being able to, we went from basically moving at like 30 kilometers per hour to being able to actually go from planet to planet within our own system. We've largely tapped into all the resources within our own system. We're doing decently as far as our economy is concerned. Yes, it looks like, well, it not looks like, we have a negative cash flow, in fact, right now, but we are currently paying tribute to a couple of pirate factions. We had the misfortune of having not one, not two, but three pirate factions within like close proximity. We don't know where they're based, but they've been harassing us since basically the beginning. We paid two of them off to like try and minimize the harassment. We've been building a bunch of frigates, a couple of warships that we've upgraded decently with like shields and stuff. The hope is eventually we can stop paying those tributes and then we can start, we'll resume like a positive cash flow. As I was explaining yesterday, I'll be briefer about the stuff we already talked about yesterday, of course. I don't want to repeat myself. But as I kind of described yesterday, the way the economy works in this game is twofold. There's the state economy and the private economy. And the private economy is all about trade and moving goods around. But one of the extra sources of income from the private economy is shipbuilding. That and tourism and fuel purchases and things like that, which don't factor into the cash flow cleanly. So even though it's negative up here, as long as we can keep encouraging the private sector to invest in more mining ships and stuff like that, our economy should be fine. We should be able to like sort of react to that negative, that deficit, I should say, that we're operating at. To that end, we've started to explore other star systems near us. We managed to upgrade our hyperdrive systems. We're moving a bit faster and farther, a bit more quickly. Not as fast as we can yet. It still takes quite a bit of time to go to these nearby star systems, but we have found decent resources, if memory serves me, kind of across the board. Some resources that we actually will need for our next steps today. But you can see we've started to scout out some of these other star systems and see what they have that our private sector, again, will go out and start mining from, and again, just encourage the economy to grow even further and further. But right to the end of some resources that we need in colonization, as I was talking about, we are able to. One of the last things we did last session was build the or design, I should say, the colony ships that we'll be using to colonize other ships. We've got a couple of warships. We have some frigates already. We'll probably be doing the research to get like destroyers and stuff soon. It's not the next priority. Our next priority is to actually be able to transport passengers around so that as we colonize some of the new planets that we've discovered that are like worth colonizing, we'll actually be able to help people migrate over as well. Because when the colony ship will arrive at those new planets, they'll bring a couple of, well, not a couple, they'll bring quite a few people, but only enough to sort of sustain minimal growth. And they'll also bring some resources, of course, to sustain that minimal growth. But with the passenger compartment that we're working on researching right now, our passenger ships will actually be able to help people migrate. And I'll get more into that as that sort of comes up. But we're doing that. We're doing hyperdrive technology and advanced nuclear fission. I got some suggestions and stuff in the comments of the VOD of yesterday's episode, so keeping that stuff in mind as well. Again, if you're watching the VOD right now, if you have any thoughts, opinions, questions, leave a comment down below. They do all get read on this channel, and I try to respond to them one way or another. How's the game running? Pretty smoothly overall, I would say. The only time I've seen any like stuttering or slowdown is when I do like a 2,000 star system, maximum size galaxy, and the camera is zooming in, auto zooming in at the open. Or sometimes if I zoom in too quickly, I'll have like a little bit of a stutter. Honestly, at the scale at which this game is operating, it's like like, okay, I'm not surprised, right? And I've got a pretty beefy computer as well. It's an RTX 3090 and an i9 7900X, I believe. But like, again, it's only happening when I'm like zooming in or zooming out, not just regular play. Because I'm not sure why actually, but it's been pretty smooth overall. I really like Distant Worlds 2 stream. Look forward to today's one. Would I be able to run it at a good level with an i7? Oh man, 32 gigs of RAM and a 3070 on a laptop. Yeah, honestly I can't tell. It becomes so different when you're on a laptop versus on a desktop. I couldn't tell you. I would check the minimum system requirements on the Steam page, to be perfectly honest, especially because it's on a laptop. This is not well. So this build is an early preview build. So optimization and stuff might change that answer that I had earlier. Any opinions you hear from me today, by the way, are not like review opinions. They're just based on my experience so far. I've played a fair bit of the game. I got familiar with it, and of course the streams as well. But it's too early to review the game. However, I will be, when I get a review copy, I will be reviewing the game. I'll be doing deep dives into all of its systems, and I'll be making guide videos and stuff as well, because there's a lot going on in it. And you can, if you're interested in that and you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button, because I'll be covering Distant Worlds 2 a lot on this channel, I think, because I do quite quite enjoy it. But no, there's no early access if you pre-order it. There were betas that they were running previously, but I do believe they're all over now. Spindle, how's it going, buddy? Glad you can make it. But yeah, so sorry, as I was sort of saying, and I interrupted myself, we were going to colonize some other planets. In the interest of doing that, we have to actually acquire some resources. Now, the planets we were going to colonize were this one over here, Yavin 5. By the way, yes, I've been so fortunate to end up in the Yavin system of all things. As a Star Wars fan, it makes me very happy. But Yavin 5 over here is a continental planet. It's decently suitable for our Acdarian people to live on. So hopefully we'll be able to colonize that. We're also actually going to go interstellar, hopefully relatively quickly. I'm waiting until we research the next level of hyperdrive technology because I want to make sure our military ships are able to respond to any threats if our second colony that I'm going to talk about right now gets attacked. But there is this beautiful forest planet. Now, I'm not sure if it's compatible yet. It looks like it will be, but we have our explorer ship, our exploration ship over here, scouting out, I believe, this system, and it'll be able to tell us if this is actually worth colonizing. I think it will be. Beyond that as well, though, we've been fortunate enough to have two groups of independent peoples near us. We have these, the Mortallin have a small colony on this planet. Not too many people. They're not spacefaring. Not this particular faction. They're not spacefaring. So hopefully we'll be able to actually get them to like us, and we'll colonize, or we'll what's the word? I don't want to say annex, because annex is a very there's an aggressive sense to annexation. Oh, there's another word for when you like integrate. Right, there we go. We'll integrate them, hopefully. So there's these guys over here, and then on this star system over here, we don't know exactly where yet, but we have heard. Oh, there we go. We do know exactly where. On this rocky desert moon, there's another small colony that we might be able to take. So we might be able to have 4 colonies relatively early on, but we want to make sure we expand at a decent, like at a manageable rate. We don't want to overextend ourselves. But before we can colonize anything, we actually need to acquire some of these missing resources. Mebnar, Silicon, Krypton, and Emeros crystals. I think once I hit play, some of those it'll update our resources that we have. But the Emeros crystal we lack. To get Emeros crystals, we're fortunate that we can actually pick it up over here. One thing I like about this game a lot, by the way, just from I used to do a lot of UI UX stuff in my previous career, so this kind of stuff makes me very happy. But the game does a very good job of highlighting what you can find or can't find. Like what do we Emeros crystal? See, if I select the resource, it'll tell me where it exists, and I can kind of like find whatever I might be looking for if I already know where to get it. I don't think we have. Do we have Emeros crystal available in our home world? We do not. Yeah, I thought I checked that last time. So we'll have to go up over here to pick the Emeros crystal up from this planet over here. It just makes it so much more convenient. And as the game grows in scale, you need like user-friendly interfaces like this to make it easy to navigate this level of detail. Swoosh Kid 2 days in a row, spoiling you guys. Yeah, I mean it's been back to back days, 3 days in a row actually, 2 days for this game, but we had a third stream a couple days ago as well on what was it, Thursday? Today's Saturday, right? Yeah. So it's been a wild return to streaming, but I'm glad you could make it today, bud. Pavel, 1 of 2 games I want just now. Second one is Falling Frontier. Oh man, yeah, hell yeah, that should be coming out in later this year. Is last we heard. I think it was Q2 was the last thing we heard. Can you manual edit the civilian ships like in Distant Worlds 2? You mean like customized ships? Absolutely. We've been doing that for this entire playthrough. Our colony ship, in fact, is a custom design. All of our ships are custom designs, and I'm sure you'll see the ship designer come up as we play through today's session. So I think I will hit play. You need Diplotech for the Independence? Yeah, we should. So our ambassador is talking to the Independence right now, but yeah, we should probably get basic diplomacy. Let me go ahead and queue that up. Man, am I really going to wait? I don't want somebody else to scoop them up. I don't think it's very likely for that to happen. If we get lucky, there'll be more research station spots available. Like I've mentioned before, the more research stations we're able to build, the more technologies we can research simultaneously, and that would be ideal. So let's go ahead and hit resume. I think we're safe to do that. And if I just double check now, we will see the colony ship. Might need to wait for a tick before it updates. Yeah. Oh, maybe I was just misreading it last time. I vaguely remember having everything except for Emeros Crystal, but maybe I was misreading it last time. I believe Mebnar, Silicon, and Krypton we can get locally. And you know what, actually, before we go chasing the resource, we can get it, but before we do that, I was curious. But before the stream started, I was like, ooh, I wonder what is costing us that Emeros Crystal. So if I just go in and edit this O-Wing, the Cupid, named for its arrowhead shape, if I go down over here, you'll see at the bottom we have all the resources required to build Emeros Crystal. I wonder if it's the colonization module. Yeah, Emeros. Okay, so there's no way we can remove. I mean, we can remove the colonization module, but it wouldn't be a very good colonization ship if it didn't have the colonization module. So we're going to have the Necros stone. I don't know where the other 7 is coming from, but if we already need 500, what's another 7 more, right? So fair enough. We'll leave it on there. But you can customize your ships, civilian and military, in order to make sure you are using the right resources that you have access to, making sure that you aren't wasting resources, or if you need to optimize something, you can. I quite like it. I quite like that level of customization and how it ties into the economy and stuff. What do we have here? Is this because I have the resource highlighted still? Where I still gotta learn exactly which icon is what. Sometimes it does throw me off. Resources. Let me just. Good? Hopefully we're good. Looking at chat here real quick. Don't you just want to give Party a big kiss for his banger content? I appreciate it, Dave. Thank you very much. Glad you enjoy the content. Jazzy, I think we're getting the Titan campaign with Fallen Frontier as part of first launch. Yeah, so this year, if memory serves me right, this year we'll be getting early access. But early access is being approached a little differently with Fallen Frontier, in that we're getting a full, complete first act of the campaign. We're not getting like a partially done release, and that's all I want to say on stream, because I don't want to say anything I'm not supposed to. I'm very excited for Fallen Frontier though. It tells you if you have any sources being used on the right side of that list. It does, doesn't it? Right, on over here, right? It tells you, yeah, how many sources you're using versus how many you have known. And I believe Necros, no, not Necros, Emeros. I always mix those two up. We have the one source, but we're not actually mining it. Hopefully I'm hoping that our private sector is willing to go that far to pick these resources up. We'll find out. They might not be willing to until we have the higher level of hyperdrive technology. That's the thing. It's like we have so many techs that are kind of needed at the same time, give or take, roughly. So I'm a little worried about overextending one way and not balancing out the other way. You know what I mean? Yeah, Spindle. One can't ever trust YouTube's own blocking. That's nothing that hasn't been already said about FF, don't worry. Okay, good. Yeah, I was fairly sure. I was like, yeah, okay, I know I mentioned that stuff in my video I did earlier, or at the end of last year. Other stuff, yeah. Into Diplotech, just making sure I've caught up with chat. Yeah, it looks like I've seen everything. If I missed anything, by the way, don't hesitate to just... If I missed a question, ask again. If I missed something, say it again. I mean, I don't mind. If I've missed something, then it's perfectly fine to say it again. And I do apologize if I've missed anything. I'm trying to stay on top of everything, of course. Research. Do we have more? No, we just have Tarbook over here as our one as a research station we already have. Yeah. I thought we had. Hold on a second. I thought we had a second one. Yeah, we have this research station over here. Research center. That's a mining station. Did I miss? Oh, wow! I've been a bit of a fool. I've actually been able to build again. Another like kudos to the UX team and stuff. Like I completely missed the fact that I could build a research center literally on our own moon. But the game is there to tell me that I can build a research station here. Man, wow. And what's the location bonus? Plus 5% construction research from Tarbook. Man, all right, feel like a bit of a fool, but hopefully one of our construction ships will make its way over. And I believe I've got them both automated. Radiant Adventure is coming over to build a research station. Okay, great. Are you going to play Battle Cry for Freedom? I'm going to have to look that up. Yeah, private sector is way into profits, but the thing is, they, from my experience so far, they can be particular about how far they're willing to go. Oh, it looks like nice, good. The Yavin Challenge has taken on the challenge of traveling all the way to Beta Desolin Minor, and to hopefully pick up the right resources. So just as a reminder, I don't control the private sector. I do not control what they mine, where they go, how much they mine. I can influence their decisions by building appropriate structures and stuff, but the private sector is pretty much in full control unless I was playing as a different government type. Oh, there's that Star Wars feel, like, this music feels like Star Wars, and it just gets the nostalgia going for me. But if I wanted to, actually, I didn't mention this last time, but if I wanted to, I could have a revolution and change my government type if I wanted to become a mercantile guild and have more direct control over my mining ships and stuff, but I don't think we'll be doing that. Just started the stream, very interested in this since becoming disappointed with Stellaris. Are the races filled out lore-wise and play different? Yes, so the races, one of the key differences between this and Stellaris is that this game has all of these species built in terms of their backstory. They all have story events. They all have their own, pros and cons and stuff. So yeah, if you don't like building your own species and deciding civics and stuff from scratch, this game has all that stuff pre-built with existing lore. Wasn't right, but if party is into Civil War stuff, because I will. Yeah, I'll check it out. I don't know why that that name doesn't ring a bell, so I'll check it out. Yeah, the music's fantastic. The music is fantastic. Lesson 19. Hell yeah. Love how you have several players in your own culture involved in the expansion. Like you get private interests first, paving the way for empire building. Yes, the layers are just like chef's kiss, man. Mwah. I love it. I do love it. All right, Ancient Ruined Mine. Where is this? We have discovered the Ancient Ruined Mine. Ancient ruins from a lost civilization at the frozen ice planet Beta Desolin Minor 1 in the Beta Desolin Minor system. So up over here? Or no, the frozen ice planet. So, okay, the planet itself, right? We've discovered a ruined mining outpost on this world. This outpost was destroyed in a massive quake. These large quakes have split the surface of the planet, creating a vast network of chasms and canyons. Inside, many valuable resources have been exposed. Should we investigate the ruins? I mean, I think we should, right? Jazzy B with the warning, oh, here we go. I know, yeah, who knows how this will go. The last time we investigated some ruins, our homeworld got damaged. We investigated ruins on a different planet, but our homeworld took damage. So I'm curious what the connection is. There are like mysteries to discover, which is great. It's a great way to like instigate decisions and stuff. Let's go ahead and investigate the ancient ruin mine. Our initial survey shows that when the outpost was destroyed, many volatile resources were scattered around the area. This presents us with a choice. We can proceed cautiously and take measures to avoid triggering explosions, which would cost 20,000 credits. Alternatively, we can accept the risks and immediately proceed with exploration. There are still occasional tremors on the surface, so it's possible that the more quickly we explore, the better. I think we should explore immediately. What's life without risks, as I always like to say, right? I think we should, yes, do it, precisely. I was not sure either, but he might have an interest. Oh yeah, I mean, I'm always open to game suggestions. Suggestions that are dropped in the Discord as well, in the suggestions channel. I always look at that from time to time when I have time to look at things that I'm not already looking at. So feel free to drop it in there as well. And if you're not already in the Discord, folks, don't hesitate to join in. Link is in the description down below. It is a fantastic community, and I'm not just saying that because it's our community. It's a great place to hang out with some great people. We have some wonderful folks and some wonderful times and some wonderful memories, and it'd be great to join in on them and be a part of future memories. A good thing he can't see trees on the planet in this game, right? Oh, goddamn. Wow, there's some nostalgia right there. Talking about trees, damn. I'm surprised it took 3 streams to get there. But yeah, let's explore immediately. Like I said, what's life without risks? Let's do it. What's the worst that could happen? Damn it. The first word I read, unfortunately. Well, the first word there is to read, unfortunately. Goddamn. Unfortunately, our rapid exploration triggered some of the resources, causing a large explosion. However, we have recovered the mining engine relatively intact. We've lost 5,000 for destroyed equipment, but have received a mining tech boost. Oh, okay, that's actually rather... yeah, you know what? That's fine. We found technology that has advanced our understanding of fast mining. All right, lost 5,000 credits, okay, 500 Emerald Crystal, 500 Necros Stone, and 500 Cason Crystal. A data core reveals some intriguing information. In the data core are navigational directions pointing to coordinates. Maybe we should send a ship to investigate this location. Okay, let's dismiss that. Let's pause real quick. We'll zoom out. Fast mining research completed. Oh, wow. You just completely gave us better mining technology. All right, yeah, I'll take it. Papa Nurgle from time to time, meeting after 8 months. Listen, this last quarter especially, there's so much coming out at the same time. It's like all the game developers of my favorite genres had a sit-down meeting, and they were like, when should we release everything? And they like threw a dart at a calendar, and they were like, this date, we're going to release everything at this date. All at once. Yes, a Crusader Kings 3 community game is starting in an hour and a half, for example. Perfect example, Spindle. Lots of wonderful stuff going on, folks, so don't hesitate to join in. How does the process of forming your civilization work? I.e. feudal versus democracy. You get different like benefits and stuff. You are able to change during a playthrough. Yes, you can have a revolution, as I was showing earlier. You can change your government type. Each has different buffs or debuffs based on the type of government you are. And I do believe it has other effects as well, but I haven't explored those aspects deeply enough to comment on them, so I don't want to give you misinformation, obviously. But you can change your government type as you go on. Go ahead and resume time. Sorry, trying to play at least speed 2 today, so we get further along. Where are you headed? You're headed to the planet itself. You are likely going to pick up some Necrostone then, because we still need 7. Right, to bring back to build colony ships. We'll have that soon enough. And I wonder, am I able to? Yes, I am. I'm able to build, a research. Oh, nice. Industrial research, bump over here. Colony development is irrelevant to us because we can't actually establish a colony here. It's not a suitable location. The extra scenery is nice because when we get into tourism, this will be a place where we'll want to build a tourist resort, which is another private endeavor. And the private economy is really quite impressive in the various things they get involved in and how they get involved. So we'll probably want to look into that as well. Oh, hey, we've researched the passenger. Okay, good. We've researched the passenger technology that we needed. Let's go ahead and get a mining station happening over here. Yeah. The only hesitation there, let's get the research station as well. The hesitation there was I wasn't sure if I wanted to wait until I could upgrade my my hyperdrive tech. Go ahead over to our miner. Where are we? The GU1000 Miner 3, and let's go ahead and upgrade you, Miner 4. It should automatically, because I clicked on upgrade, it should automatically replace the small mining engine. Is that the highest quality? Oh, it's not. Why did you not automatically change over to the other one? Mining rate 12 per second. This is my... I wonder what the difference is. Oh, sorry, the large mining engine is what we unlocked. My apologies. My apologies. Oh, it looks like we've got yeah, we're getting bots again. Let me quickly handle that, folks. Sorry, 1 sec. That should do the trick. Let me know if we've still got that bot spamming us, and I'll see what's going on over there. So is there any large difference between this game and Falling Frontier that really stand out so far? Oh, they operate on completely different scales. So Falling Frontier, I would say, is more of a strategy game in like, oh boy, hard to find comparison points. It's at a more intimate level, I guess. It's more like homeworld kind of a thing in the type of actions you'll be involved in. It doesn't play too similar to Homeworld, but I'm talking about the scale specifically, whereas this is more of a 4X empire building type game. Now, with that said, Falling Frontier is still very much in development, so it's a bit too early to say what it will and will not ultimately end up doing. Because there are also a lot, I mean, geez, I say that, but like physicalized resources moving around, custom ship designs and stuff, that's all in Falling Frontier as well. Hard to answer that really quickly on a whim. Tooltip does show V2. Yeah, sorry. It was the large mining engine, I think, is what we actually unlocked over here. So let's go ahead and see if we can pop that in place of... Oh, are you serious? We're going to have to get rid of our warp bubble generator? That doesn't make sense. Like, it makes sense, but I mean, it doesn't make sense to do. Because if we get rid of our small mining engine, the size is inappropriate. You see the size is listed over here as 100. That's the minimum like slot size you need, so it's not big enough to do that. So that means we're going to cancel that. That means, and the tech tree works like this quite a bit, where it's intertwined. So I would need to get, I suppose, perhaps the... you know what? We have medium mining ships available, so I should be able to build a medium mining ship. Again, I just want to mention for anybody who's like looking at all this and going, wow, oh my god, this is way too much. I would never want to deal with ship customization, etc., etc. All of this is optional. If you want to automate this stuff, you absolutely can. You can make it all automatic. Even if you're going full, you can go full manual and build from scratch, or you can semi-automate, or you can fully automate. Every time a new piece of technology is unlocked, the game will automatically build the appropriate ship at the appropriate level. But if you want to go full custom, you can. You can absolutely go in and look at every little detail, shields, armor, you know, how fast it turns, what resources it takes to build. But if you don't want to, you can ignore that completely. To that end, again, folks, if you're liking what you're seeing, I don't think I'll forget. Yesterday we had in chat someone mentioned the the ship editor screen had them aroused. If everything you're seeing is arousing, then don't hesitate to check out the links in the description down below, folks. This game is currently available. Well, sorry, let me fix that statement. This game is releasing on the 10th of March, but you can pick it up now for 10% off if you want to pick it up early. It'll be releasing on the 10th of March. Link to that is in the description down below, and the publisher's entire catalog is actually on a huge sale this weekend, up to 70% off, and they have some great games. If you like strategy games, they've got a huge catalog across all genres and time settings and stuff like that, so don't hesitate to check it out. Link in the description down below for that as well. As Pavel comes through with a super chat. Yeah, kind of forgot about Terra Invicta. I loved XCOM, so I'm totally hyped for that too. First of all, thank you very much for the super chat. As I always say, it really helps support the channel and the streams. Just keeps it all sustainable and keeps it all alive and running smoothly, as I like to say. But yes, Terra Invicta is looking extremely exciting. I've got a deep dive video on that as well, and I will be doing a deeper dive as we go further as well with that game as it comes closer to release and stuff. Let's go ahead and so let's call this the GU 2001, because the GU 1000 was the first. You know, like the small size of the two. Yeah, sure. Don't worry, we will be custom naming with more interesting naming conventions, other ships, but this one already has like an existing convention. Save and exit. Do I want to change anything here? What if I get more fuel, actually? Just so I can go a little bit faster without needing to refuel. We go over our size limit. All right, fair enough. Let's leave it at that then. We've got some shields on there. I think anything we add will take us over our size limit, so let's go ahead and save that. And again, because that's a mining ship, it's not in our purview to actually build it or send it anywhere, but the private economy now has access to that design, and then they'll be able to use that design, commission the construction of those ships, and use it to their own advantage. Eventually, we'll upgrade that medium mining ship to have the more advanced hyperdrive, so it'll be able to move around a bit more quickly too, but at least now they're moving more resources at any given time, right? Take a look at chat real quick. Sorry, this game has the effect of like really giving me that super tunnel vision, so I apologize for everything I may have missed in chat. Natalie, maybe if I just say hello, you'll notice me. Hi, Natalie. Wait, what did I miss earlier? I'm sorry. I do apologize. I'm glad you can make it today, though. My apologies if I missed something earlier. I did miss a trees, you say. Looks around, I see no trees. Well, so we do have, don't worry, we'll be colonizing, I believe it's in our system, not this planet. There's definitely no trees on this planet. Where'd it go? There we go. Yeah, there's definitely trees on this planet, so don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll be having some trees. I'm sorry, I missed that earlier. Yeah, the automation options are crazy, and for anybody who's joining me today and didn't join in yesterday, I just want to really quickly show over at the policy settings, you can automate or make manual like everything. You can customize, you can add percentages of like, oh, at this percentage behave like this, at that number do this or that, or like you can set up your advisor to give you advice as opposed to automate things if you'd rather have control, like while you're learning the game. Like, it's like, look at this, it's ridiculous. Again, in the good way. The breadth of this is just insanity. So yeah, you can automate literally everything if you want to. I've flipped the other way and basically made almost everything manual, and I've gone ahead and made some of our construction ships automated. To which end, I believe our research station is probably not done yet, actually. Radiant Adventure has just arrived. Again, just as a reminder, resources are physicalized. That means they exist where they exist. I don't have just a bar across the top that says I have access to certain resources and I can automatically build anything anywhere. These construction ships have to go. They have to pick up the resource. They have to go to the construction site. They have to use those resources then to build. So distances matter in that sense. What does the Murderous Rock Syndicate offer us? They offer us protection. They've been harassing us for a very long time. They're the last to offer us protection. I'm not going to say yes. They can honestly keep trying to harass us. We've been holding them off pretty well, and we've actually built more frigates since they've initially engaged us, so I think we'll be okay. If we take a look, actually, are these guys all in the same fleet? I should probably these guys. So all of our fuel ships are automated, so that's good. They'll be moving fuel around as needed. You can attach fuel ships or fuel tankers, I should say, sorry, to fleets, and that'll make them prioritize that fleet. So if you know you're going to use a ship or a fleet for long-range travel, and you want it to have easier access to fuel, you can semi-automate it in that way, where you assign a fuel tanker to a fleet so they prioritize them. Johan, how's it going, buddy? Been some time. Glad you can make it today. I'm good, bud. I'm good. It's been crazy busy, but I'm good despite that. Or maybe I'm good because of that. I don't know. How you been, bud? Been some time. Gonna need a tutorial. There is a decently comprehensive tutorial, I would say. But as is always the case with strategy games, there are deeper elements that if the tutorial tried to explain everything, you'd never start the game, right? So I'm definitely gonna be doing some like guide videos. I like doing guide videos for games I enjoy because I think, at least I hope, it helps other people enjoy them and understand some things that maybe they might have missed otherwise. So I'm probably gonna be doing a guide series for this game when the time comes closer to release. Are you kidding me? Critical research failure. Our scientist Yukri Lapuri has been pursuing the wrong path while researching hyperdrive technology. What? He's like, oh no, this doesn't make you go extra fast. This makes you go extra slow. God damn it. How? Why? Why? The mistake has set progress back significantly. We were quite far along, weren't we? I might crash the research. Crashing research means investing money to like halve the amount of time it'll take for it to get done. As It's Taylor comes through with a super chat because you're amazing, party. Thank you very much. I appreciate that so very much. Honestly, I say it all the time because of how much of a difference it makes. It really supports the channel and the streams and stuff. So thank you very much for the super chat and for the kind words. They both really, really help. So thank you so much. Thank you so very much. But yeah, let's go ahead and crash this. How much will it cost me actually? 2,000. No, that's initiation. Crash will cost 116,000. Oh, we can't afford that. Okay, I guess we'll wait. I guess we'll have to wait. I'm really busy with work these days, says Johan, but I make good money helping a lot of people, so it's worthwhile. That's great. Usually around in the tabletop chat. Yes, I've seen the tabletop channel chatter. Wow, that was hard to say. And absolutely, yeah. Don't forget about that Discord roles as well. Good point, Johan. Again, feel free to hit me or the Grand Arbiters up if you've got a role or if you should have a role that you don't. Yeah, the research fail sucks real hard, man. But at least, hold on. So, right, we have the research station over here being built. So this will be done soon. The reason why I'm happy that at least that's happening is because cancel. So we're building the research station at this planet as well, and that'll help us, again, like I was saying, do simultaneous projects at the same time, and it'll just speed up our research in a different way. It's like rather than everyone focusing on one thing, and then going sequentially, we'll at least be able to do multiple things at the same time. I think I can speed time up a little bit more. I believe this mining ship is returning with some of the Emerald crystal that we need to build our colony ships. So once that returns and drops its resources off, there it is. It's going to drop them off probably at the spaceport over here, and then we'll be able to build our colony ship. We'll start with one. Once we actually get this upgraded hyperdrive tech, we'll do the one in the more distant star system. Because again, I want to make sure I can protect our interests, of course. Oh man, guides would definitely be welcome. All right, good to hear. Yeah, I mean, I hope so. I'll probably, yeah, I think it would help. It's a pretty dense game, so I think it would help. And I'll try and get them, out as the game releases and around when the game releases, of course, because I think that's when people would be most curious to figure out how everything works. Have we finished exploring these systems? No. What's up with you? Why are you? Oh, you finally finished with Fluha over here? All right, heading over to Utitan 1 now. Forest planet. Yeah, definitely trees here. And hopefully, this looks like we should be able to colonize it. Not just that we should be able to colonize it, but it should be good for us to colonize, I should say, because it looks like plenty of water. We'll find out, though. And then up over here, I'm sure the resources have arrived. I should start using the shortcut keys. There are shortcut keys to move the camera around more quickly. I just have not stayed on top of them. We are missing Mebnar. We surely have Mebnar somewhere. It's just a matter of coming over here. Resources, Mebnar is so common. Oh, we're really not tapping into it? For real? Memnar is typically extremely common. How are we not tapping into it? Zoom out a bit more. No way the only source of Memnar is all the way out there. Let me just pause for a second over here. Oh. Are we... Come on. This is like, every once in a while there'll be a situation where the frame rate, like, the game is not able to keep up with the information I'm asking it to tell me. It's super rare, but it does happen every once in a while. I was asked earlier, so I just want to point out. Yop-san, I hope I said that correctly. Thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, hit that like button down below. Again, folks, if you've been watching, if you enjoy the streams, if you enjoy Distant Worlds 2 and you want more of it, hit that like button down below. Just sends me a message directly, whether you're watching live or the VOD, that I should do this kind of stuff more often. So don't hesitate to hit the like button down below. All right, so Memnar is, yeah, it's available in our home system. Is it not available like directly on Yavin 4 itself? I can't remember what Memnar looks like. That's what it looks like. Huh. All right, I guess we'll have to wait for it to get mined all the way over there. Are you for real? Damn. That's the thing about, that's the double-edged sword of a resource system like this, is like, yeah, we have to, you know, we have to wait. We have to, in fact, not just wait, we have to encourage the private sector to go poking after the Memnar over here. Build a mining station. That should encourage them a bit more. Because with a mining station, it automatically picks up the resource, and then they have to send a freighter as opposed to a mining ship. And I think mining ships, I'm not sure, but I think mining ships are more precious to the private sector than freighters, in the sense that they'll be willing to send freighters further. They operate at different levels and for different purposes, I mean. This looks good. I just picked up Solar Gene and recommend it if you're into build type space games. Okay, I'll check it out. Solar Gene, I'm unfamiliar with that, so I will check it out. Thank you, Boris. And Axioms of Dominion, it is like Distant Worlds 1. Yes, Distant Worlds 1 with, with a built from scratch engine and stuff. There are quite a few differences as well, but it has the same DNA, of course, for sure. And Paul B6662 says, I do like the stream at this time. I'm in the UK and finish work at 5, so I get to see it live. I've been wondering about the stream time, yeah. I've been wondering about the stream time. I think this is a better... You're right. Memnar is on this asteroid over here. You're absolutely right. Thank you. Good eye there. Good spot. But yeah, I've been wondering about stream times, and I was wondering if this is actually a better time or a worse time. I'll probably throw a poll up in the communities tab of my channel at some point this weekend. And I should mention on that note as well, by the way, this weekend especially. Let me just say this for now. There will be an extra reason to join the Discord if you aren't already in there this weekend, which I should be announcing tomorrow around this time, I would say. I'm gonna leave it at that for now, and then you'll find out tomorrow what it is. So if we've got Memnar right there, I imagine is being used up by something else. Let me go ahead and build the mining station over here again, just to encourage the movement of this resource. Unfortunately, this mining station isn't close enough. Sometimes you'll get oh wait, these guys are picking up Memnar over here, so maybe I shouldn't. Let's cancel that. Let's not waste the resources. Just trying to make sure I So I'm just trying to make sure that I don't waste resources and money and the private sector's attention. If we're picking up Memnar over here, I think it's just a matter of time before these guys bring it back and we're able to build those colony ships. But what is this? Critical research breakthrough. Where the same scientists failed, they have now succeeded in a different direction. And yes, there it is, Jesby. Thank you. 5 p.m. GMT, noon Eastern time works well, you're saying. And there's a Discord link as well, folks, in chat if you want to join in. Critical research breakthrough. So our scientists had major success with our diplomatic tech. Have they got... Yeah, they initiated a research program for the project, meaning it'll be done in just under 2 years. Excellent. And you can see how now, because we have two research stations... Yeah, so these are the actual research stations. This is our spaceport. We have two research stations, so now we can research two things at the same time. And because of our settings, we can actually do 3 at the same time. We just need that third research station to be completed. And I do believe Radiant Adventure is headed over to Beta Desolin to get that research station done. Excellent. So let's get our scientist. Sorry, I can actually get them over here. We have, who do we have where? So research stations, we have Yukrila Puri at the Yavin Research Station, or Yavin Research Center, sorry. Let's see. Industrial research plus 4%. Construction, hyperdrive, and shield research. Oh, you know, that's great. So let's get Voss Wasoga over to the Yavin Research Center. I believe is the one. No, Research Station is the one that's empty. So let's get you. Again, we can rename those to make it more convenient. God damn it, I forgot already. Station is the one we want to send them to. Okay, station. Over to the Yavin Research Station, transfer to a new location, and hopefully they'll help us increase the research rate for, you know, like the hyperdrive tech that we're doing right now at this research station. It'll take them some time to get there. Of course, they have to actually physically move to that location, but that should hopefully help accelerate some of our research. Excited to see what's this news for tomorrow. Yeah, gotta build the suspense, right? Gotta build the tension. Bashi, how goes? Glad you can make it today. Do you have to do anything on the planets? Yes. So planets. Oh, we touched on this a little bit last time, and as we colonize a new planet, we'll start seeing more and more of the sort of interactions you have to do with building like defensive troops or managing taxes. You don't. Sorry, really quickly. Golfman D, hopefully that's said right. Thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, buddy, don't hesitate to let me know down below. Hit that like button. But yeah, as I was saying, I believe sometimes you'll have the option to build stuff, but it's under very specific circumstances. I haven't, in my playthroughs I've had so far, I don't think I've had too much like planet building to do, but when it comes to like managing resources and what resources come through, and what resources you are allowing to come through or not allowing to come through or limiting, etc., etc., etc. That's kind of how you control population or rather colony development and population growth and happiness, which in turn impacts how much money the local private sector makes, which in turn then impacts how much money you make off of the taxes from that colony. So it's not in the traditional sense of like, you know, building slots and stuff like that. It's a little different in that way. And of course, again, if none of this interests you, you can automate it all and leave the AI to it. And so far, my experience with the AI and its automation systems has been pleasant. I haven't it hasn't thrown me for a loop or anything. There we go. We can build the Cupid, the O-Wing 1. Let's go for it. So you can either build a colony ship. I should have shown this previously. You can either build a colony ship at one of your stations, or you can go to your target and then click the colonize button, and the game will automatically build a colony ship at the most appropriate location and send it over. So again, you know, it's like semi-automated if you want it to be. No Name says, when CK3 playthrough? So my hope was to start it this coming Monday, but realistically, it'll probably be the Monday after. I'm a little bogged down. I've been saying I've been bogged down by one thing. I'm actually bogged down by two things right now, which I think people will quite like. Well, I hope they do. So it's to put it plainly, I don't think I'll be well rested Monday morning. I don't think I'll be able to stream on Monday morning, or afternoon, or Monday at all. And that's if all goes perfectly. So probably going to be the week after, but it is coming. I'm definitely going to be playing more Crusader Kings 3 on this channel, 100% guaranteed. Yeah, the AI is quite proficient in my experience so far. Oh, wait. What? Wow, what is that? What suddenly hit our cash flow like that? Did my colony ship get completed or something, and that's eating a bunch of money? No, I would have had a notification, I think, because it's our first one. That's a little worrying. Maybe it's time to stop paying those tributes. Maybe it's time to stop paying those tributes. How do I? Trying to remember. I know I can do this. Why can't I remember how to actually... Oh, speak with them. Goddamn, just completely missed it. My bad. There are a lot of resources. Actually, before I do this, really quickly, I'll show you resources. Is this showing all of them? No, this is not showing all of them. This is definitely not showing all of them. Galactopedia. Resources. There you go. That's all the resources. Starting from Aculon over here, that's all the resources. And it all has its own like uses, where you're more likely or less likely to find them. It all has its own like lore and stuff. Yeah, there's a lot of resources to answer that question as briefly as I could, I guess. Man, these bots coming in hard today. What was I doing? Right. stop paying these tributes because they're hurting us. Murderous intruders, speak with them. I think it's offer treaties, cancel protection agreement. Thank you very much. Yeah, that helps tremendously. And I could cancel the other one as well, because I don't quite like how they call themselves the Clan of Superiority. So how about we cancel that too? We'll see if that works out. We'll see if that works out. There should be more resources, man. Madness, absolute madness. There's a ton. There's a ton of resources. Ground combat is like rock paper scissors systems. So I haven't had too much ground combat yet, so I haven't been able to fully learn its intricacies. But I do know that you have like generals and leaders and stuff. They all have their own effects. You can recruit troops, which we will need to do at our colony when we establish it. And this is not a pretty sight. I don't like that at all. We might have to hold off on our colony a little bit. What is hurting our economy so much? Damn. I've actually never been at a deficit. This is my first time experiencing a deficit like this. Private colony. Can you like build more ships or something? It might just be because we've just finished building another research station, perhaps. The maintenance costs are starting to kill us. No, one's not been built yet. At least the cash flow is positive. I wouldn't be surprised if more mods come through. Yeah. And like add even more resources and stuff. Spunky Nugs. That's a good point, actually. What a terribly named bot. God. What a terribly named bot. Do you have the exploration scanner ship set to fully automatic? I do not. I've been sending them to like sending them manually. They are at their extents though, I think, because if where's my closest exploration ship here? If I check out Brisk Miracle, well, they're sort of, these guys are still exploring their systems. So I have them like semi-automated. They're exploring their current systems, but they're not exploring distant systems beyond them. But you can see how this guy's like got half fuel. So I wonder if it's a dangerous. I suppose I could bring my my fuel ship over. Let me see how this works. Actually, I haven't done this manually yet. So let me see how this works. Let's go ahead and get our Yavin Disturbance, or the Forbidden Subterfuge. Should be coming over, providing some fuel to the Bold Wanderer, and then it can wander further on. The base game already has 70 to 100 resources. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. How laggy is late game? With full transparency, have not gotten far enough into the game to call it late game, so I can't answer that question in earnest. But once I do know, I will definitely share that as a part of my experience when I'm able to share it on the final build of the game. Though this is an early like preview build, so I don't want to comment on that stuff with finality until it's the final build of the game. I feel that would be unfair, right? Where is? Oh, what is this? What is this? What is this? Murderous intruders. I don't like that. Just kind of like scouting us out or something. That makes me a little uncomfortable. We do have our frigates, of course, but again, they don't have the highest speed hyperdrive tech, and that makes me a little concerned. I wonder if I should split my fleet up into two, perhaps, because we have one fleet with 6 ships. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Are these guys in the fleet or not? Because I know I built a couple of ships that are not in a fleet. Where are we? Let's keep this open. Yeah, so it does tell you actually in the tooltip there: first fleet, first fleet, first fleet, first fleet, first fleet, first fleet, none, none, and none. All right, so let's go ahead and get these 3. Let's get them up over here, just to protect our interests, because this is a fairly valuable spot. I think it's got some resources we can't get anywhere else. Let's get these 3 up over here and keep them safe, and maybe even put them into a new fleet, second fleet. Yeah, let's go for it. See if that works out for us, and we might automate them once they're up there to defend that space. Let's see. Zuka says, well, P is getting back into streaming, and he's got 3 ad streams going. This is the second of those. No, this is the third of those, actually. So the first was Battle Sector that I did on Thursday. The second was Friday's Distant Worlds 2, and then the third is today's Distant Worlds 2. I'll also throw the question out there. I feel like Distant Worlds is more of a streaming game as opposed to a VOD game. Like it's the experience is very different when I'm playing a game as pre-recorded that then gets uploaded versus a game that I'm live streaming and playing like this or like yesterday's video. I try to make live streams entertaining for VOD viewers as well. Hopefully I succeed at that more often than not. It can be challenging, but I do try. So I'd like to know from y'all in chat, and then also if you're watching the VOD, from you in the comments as well, if you have a preference or opinion on that front, because it does just, again, it helps me make decisions, right? If I were to do playthroughs of this game, would you rather they be live streamed or would you rather they be VOD style? The music is cool. Yeah, the music's great. There are a couple of tracks that aren't my favorite, but overall the music's fantastic, and some of it has very Star Warsy feels, which, I mean, always makes me happy. So it triggers my nostalgia right away. So the music's fantastic for the setting. The first Distant Worlds is still worth playing. Yeah, it's like super. I believe Distant Worlds universe is super duper cheap right now as well. I can't remember the price point, but I believe it's extremely cheap right now. Talking me into watching Babylon 5. Yeah, I mean, I've been meaning to for a very long time, so hopefully I do finally make the time and get the time to do so. This cash flow, man, damn. Fuel sales at least making us some money. Trying to figure out, there's a mining station somewhere out there that I can build that would, yeah, you know what, let's build a mining station over here. Actually, hold on, here's what we should do. Check resources. We should check, have we seriously not tapped into, geez, like any of these 15 sources of Mebnar? Argon, we've not tapped into it, and it's decently valuable per unit. Beryllium quartz is available somewhere as well, decently valuable per unit as well. But this Argon's close, so why don't we go ahead and encourage, hopefully, the private economy to invest in Yavin 10 and see if that doesn't help us. Unknown items at Utihan 1. Worth colonizing? Yeah. Suitability is decent. It's not perfect, but it's all right. It's not a negative, at least. John Doe, damn, I didn't get a notification for the stream this time. Oh, that's unfortunate, John Doe. That's, yeah, that's why I try to, like, I know some people, like, don't have Twitter, or some people don't use Discord, or, you know, whatever it might be. But if you do, then I would recommend following me on Twitter or joining our Discord. Both of those are linked in the description down below, because I do announce things there, because I know YouTube can sometimes just choose not to send a notification. So I do announce things there and have reminders and stuff there as well. Where is our second fleet? It's still making its way over. Oh my goodness. I don't think this guy will succeed. I believe these guys both have some damage output, so hopefully they'll be able to do something over here, but I'm a little worried that I don't know how lucky we'll get over here. The Forbidden Subterfuge over here. Has the fuel been delivered? It has. So let's get the Forbidden Subterfuge returning home, and let's go ahead and fully automate you as well. And let's go ahead and get the Bold Wanderer out of here as well. Just jumping over in what direction? Up there, further away. We've explored the stuff that's closest to us, so yeah, let's go ahead up over here and see what that system has to offer. Again, just as a reminder, these like circles that you're seeing, these are nebulae. Nebulae, right? I always get them, I'm never sure. But that should those are just like spaces we have to be careful about losing our ships in, because they might get slowed down or they might have trouble. What I do like now is that your timestamps, so the intro to the stream can be skipped. Yeah, I try to timestamp them as best as possible. Do planet resources run out? No, they do not. Not as far as my experience is concerned. I think it's just the idea is that like you'd have to mine so much that before you start seeing a planet start to lose its resources. It also, I imagine, it'd be pretty hard to model and make fun. But from what I've seen so far, no, resources don't run out like that. They get used, I should make clear, like you'll have a deposit or you'll have resources at a planet and they'll get used by the population, and then someone else will have to like bring in more resources, but the actual deposits on the planet themselves that are being mined out or extracted, those are, from my experience so far, permanent. All right, let's resume. Money at least is in the black again, so that's good. Second fleet is making its way over. Oh, look at that. Look at how slow that is. There's our construction ship retreating. That's our, I think, fuel ship retreating. And there's our explorer getting the hell out of here as well. They got a couple of shots off, actually, before they left. And it looks like our mining station over here is responding as well. These guys might actually try and escape. Good stuff. And this is why, like, our civilian ships aren't all militarized, but this is why sometimes you'll want to militarize your stations. Yeah, the balance is a little concerning, but it's looking a little bit better now. Cash flow is positive with an extra digit more than it had for the last couple minutes, so that's promising. I'm holding off, by the way, on colonizing until this cash flow looks a bit better, because colonization is expensive at first. The investment you have to make into a new colony is expensive at first. I need to, yeah, keep using my shortcuts. There we go. Where is that colony ship, actually? There it is. The Yavin Jewel. Let's pull you out over here, just to get them into position to move over. Resources never run out, and the percentage counts how efficient you mine them. There you go. You've forgotten to explore a white dwarf in the middle of your empire. Have I really? Come on. That? You think that's... Oh, yeah. Well, what do you know? It's got the tired queen over to there. Is that something? No. Got the tired queen there, yeah. What was I going to say? The interesting thing as well about the geography of space in this game is that everything can be... You can be in the negative space between star systems. So, for example, like, if you want to set up an ambush, you can hide in the center over here, or if you're worried about 3 systems potentially being attacked, you can hide in the middle of nowhere over here so that your fleet can quickly respond. There are no star lanes, there's no, like, narrow, like, choke points like that. You have to navigate around nebulae, and you have to worry about traps and stuff hiding in the void of space. So I just want to point that out as we zoomed out there, that you can, in fact, move ships to wherever you might want to, for whatever purpose you might want to. Spindle, did I see that you gotta go? Or Natalie, you're headed out? All right, Natalie, well, thanks for coming through. Hope you had a good time, and I do hope you have a wonderful rest of your Saturday as well. If I'm off if you see this one. Goodbye if you don't. Scoff and shame. I've seen it, Natalie. Well, thanks for coming through again, and do have yourself a beautiful, beautiful rest of the day and a beautiful weekend as well. Vanilla and thank you very much for subscribing. Sorry for butchering that. I hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, don't hesitate to let me know down below. Hit that like button, as always. It really helps me just make decisions for what to do on the channel and what people are interested in seeing and not seeing, perhaps. Bashy, yeah, hell yeah. Super excited for this one. Thanks for the extended reply. From Bashy, I assume, or from me. Well, you're welcome if for me. And hey, thanks for being here. You can assault, bombard, or blow the whole planet apart if you'd like. But, just taking a look at chat here real quick. I want to make sure I'm not missing out on more stuff. This is like, it's one of those games that, like I said earlier, draws a lot of my attention to it, and so I apologize. If I'm a little less attentive to chat than I usually am. I'm also still getting used to my new setup. It's visually very different on my end. And so it's taking a bit of getting used to, I suppose. None of these are valid excuses, I would say, but just kind of explaining why I feel a bit more maybe hectic than usual. All right, this is a pretty stellar system, huh? It's like it's got a lot of planets. Hopefully we'll get some value out of it. Hopefully we'll get the hyperdrive tech done soon as well. And I am a fool. I am able to research multiple projects at the same time, but I'm researching only one. Only a fool would do this. Let us go ahead and get what? I feel like... So we've got the hyperdrive tech happening already, right? We should probably take a look at the Diplo tech. The first step is already done. We could take a look at effective diplomacy as well with the Mordelin. Again, just as a reminder, 2,000 credits. Yeah, tech is expensive, eh? How much money do we actually have? 10,000. Let's just be careful not to overextend ourselves in the wrong direction. Reminder that multiple factions of the same species exist. So it's not like those independent factions I was talking about at the beginning are the only ones this is going to help us with. There might be 3 or 4 other entire empires that are Mordelin, and so this will help with all of them, right? So that's why it would be worth chasing some of these things. I'm actually wondering if I increase our fuel capacities and our cargo capacity with these storage systems, or if we start exploring the tourism sector, basic recreation center, alongside the, I believe, expanded civilian ships will allow passengers to move to resort stations is what we need. Yeah, sorry, just had to check myself there. So maybe, what do you guys think? I'm thinking space commerce and recreation systems. Space commerce will help us make more money, which doesn't sound like a bad idea, and it'll only take 109 days to research. So that's not okay. I think that's an obvious pick. And then a basic recreation system will also take just 109 days to research. So you know what? I think considering how quickly those will get researched, it kind of makes sense to do that. I do not have armor for my ships yet. We've been doing fine with just shields. Armor plating will take about a year to research. Let's queue that up. I don't have to pay to activate it either, so let's go ahead and queue that up. And it's probably not a bad idea to have the other type of defensive capability, right? We are able to do 3 technologies at the same time. Fantastic. It's cool. I don't know how else to put it. Like, yeah, that's just, it seems like such a minor thing, but it is cool. It encourages you to engage with other aspects of the game. It encourages you to establish research stations and to get your scientists out to those research stations, on which note, I do believe I have Chozul Edari not doing anything. We have the Beta Dosselin Minor Research Station. Let's get Chozul Edari over to there. Yeah, sure. Transfer you over. Again, it'll take some time. The further they have to go, the more time it'll take. So you're actually you're concerned about those distances and stuff as well. Just got here and we're making Space Vegas. You know it, baby. Of course we are. How's it going, bud? I'm glad you can make it today. Like midday here, so it's highly unlikely. Sorry, what's unlikely? Commander Tarkin, how's it going, bud? More money, more good. Ain't that the truth? I'm with the mate. Glad you could make it today. Hope you're having a beautiful, beautiful Saturday. You make defensive pacts which work as kind of federations itself. Yeah, I haven't explored too much of the diplomacy aspects yet, so I'll be a little ill-informed on that front right now. In all my playthroughs, each of my playthroughs that I've had so far, including this one, have been vastly different starts, and this is the first playthrough where I've been so close to another faction. Like, independent as they are, this is the first playthrough where I've been so close to one. So there are some things that I just haven't been able to engage with yet. So just as a heads up, in terms of when I share my opinion, there's quite a few more hours to rack on this game before I can give you a full-fledged opinion, of course. Medical bays help with planet growth, and recreation gives more happiness, which in turn gives more income. Yeah, that's why I'm kind of thinking the recreation centers are probably not a bad idea, and they'll be done very soon. Let's go ahead and double time. And am I comfortable with going and establishing a colony? Not just quite yet. Where is this ship? Oh, you only just arrived, eh? Yeah, see, I wasn't kidding when I said, like, the movement of resources takes time. Takes time, and it adds a layer to the game. I need a quick sip of water over here, folks. I'm starting to lose my voice. But as I do that, because I think this worked quite nicely yesterday, I do believe we should be able to create a new ship, because we have passenger modules now. We should be able to make a passenger ship. We'll auto-generate most of it, because, again, if you want to do this from scratch, you absolutely can. We've got our better reactors. We've got our 2 passenger components in here. 2 fission reactors? Yeah, I think that's probably what we'll need. We could get rid of the weapons, but I don't think it's a terrible idea to make this at least slightly able to defend itself, and we do have the shields as well. I wonder if we have room for another ion engine. No, looks like we have the maximum number of engines for this ship hull is 2, so we can't do that. I don't think I can put a directional thruster in either. Yeah, no, they count as an engine as well. So yeah, overall looking like a decent build. I don't think we have to customize it too much, but of course we need a name for this passenger ship. So if you have any ideas, again, what we've been doing from yesterday was we've been having like a fish related, again, we're a fishy folk, right? So a fish related like nickname, and then an official designation, which typically has ended up as a Star Wars reference or allegory. So go ahead and give me some name suggestions for this passenger ship chassis or build or model. And I'm going to have a quick sip of water over here. But before I do that, Motsek, thank you very much for subscribing to the channel. And Jeffrey Hagberg, thank you very much for subscribing as well. Folks, if you've been enjoying this show, again, like I've been saying, hit that like button down below. And don't hesitate, of course, to join our Discord either, linked in the description down below. Fantastic place to hang out with some fantastic folks. But yes, time for that water. Hopefully I don't choke this time. All right. I'm seeing some good names right off the bat. The Dolphin, the Mirror, the Hammerhead. Oh, you say after the shark, but the moment you said hammerhead, my mind goes to a very specific hammerhead. It kind of hits both of those notes I was talking about. And Nico, how's it going, buddy? Just woke up after a good night's sleep, or after like 2 hours of sleep? Like when you go to bed? Because I know it's like late afternoon, basically evening for you there right now, isn't it? The Barracuda. I'm gonna go with. All right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna go with. It's always tough. To pick a name. Let's go with the Dolphin. Come on. The Dolphin, and the official name, the official designation is Hammerhead. Again, because I can't resist a Star Wars reference. When we started with Yavin as our home system, are you kidding me? So the Dolphin is its nickname, and the Hammerhead 1 because it's the first of its kind. Yeah, sure. Let's go with that. The Dolphin, Hammerhead 1. Save and exit, and we'll build. I do believe we have to commission the building of passenger ships, but the transportation itself is handled by the private sector. Or am I mistaken? I am mistaken. Yeah, okay. So the private sector handles all migration and tourism entirely. So that'll hopefully give them another reason to build another kind of ship and commission more ship construction and just do more. Swordfish, Blue Marlin. Don't worry, we'll have more ships coming out with more name opportunities for sure. Nico, yesterday I fell asleep during the stream, so I woke up really early this morning. Oh, you went back to bed right after, I guess? Commander Tarkin, complexity of this game is terrifying, although you can automate a lot of things. Yes, that's very important to remember, is that you can automate literally everything if you want to. If you don't want to engage with a certain mechanic, you can absolutely just automate it and leave it be. Shippy McShip face. It's still one of my favorite things that the internet has accomplished as far as naming is concerned. Sean Mounts asked, do you usually live stream on YouTube? I do indeed. Yes, I am entirely on YouTube. Live streams, VODs, and all kinds of content entirely on YouTube. So if you'd like to keep up with all that kind of stuff, that's where you'll find it. It also makes it very convenient because the VODs immediately get uploaded to YouTube right afterwards. I don't have to fiddle with anything. But yes, sorry. Short answer, yes, I live stream on YouTube. I was doing it very consistently all of last year, but these last couple of months have been kind of hectic. So a little bit, a bit of a slowdown, but we'll be returning to streaming on a regular basis very, very soon. Stream schedule and everything is always shared on Twitter or in the Discord, rather I should say, and in the Discord. And links to both of those are in the description down below. Perfect name for a huge ship is the Whale. Yeah, there are definitely some much bigger ships that we'll be maybe getting to some of. They're a bit further along in the tech tree, but we might get to some of them. These guys, the light freighters, are really coming to Yavin 9 a lot, eh? Yavin 9 and Fucron. This must be a very valuable resource. Danthafer. Resources. Danthafer. I'm just curious here. Murderous Rock wants to offer us protection. Get out of here. We're doing fine. Also, I can't afford it. Why can't I find Danthafer? Weird. Oh, there we go. All resources. There we go. Danthafer. Yeah, 420. It's a valuable resource. That's why so much of the private sector is interested in it. And I suppose, again, we've seen these gases, I guess, Castellan and Krypton, are valuable as well. Oh my god, Spunky Nugs. Am I going to do more War Tales? I really want to. Their production roadmap looks very interesting, so I really do want to get back into it. Just got to find a time and it's the usual stuff. It always is, right? But I've been following its development and all the changes they've been making and improvements they've been making. So let's see. We've finished Basic Space Commerce, giving us the Commerce Center. I do believe the Commerce Center is something that. Do spaceports need the Commerce Center? I've actually, I'll be in all my playthroughs, I've never once researched the Commerce Center because I was like, we'll tackle that some other time. And then I start a new playthrough because I'm curious about something else. First, before I forget, let's go ahead and explore the research tree and get some more stuff queued up because we can research. How was that word? Research multiple things, and I don't want to forget like I did previously. We got armor plating and the hyperdrive tech going right now. But what do we add as a third item? Proof colonization, transport systems are fine. Oh, the basic medical system, why not? Because it was mentioned earlier how that would be quite helpful. Jazzy B, goddamn. Got it after watching a game. Paul B, which one? War Tales or this? Carlos Eduardo, Gantifer was a luxury resource in the first Distant Worlds. Yes, they've brought over a lot of the resources and stuff from the first game. I think to give, franchise fans some familiar aspects. What do we have here? Forbidden Mystery Small Freighter. Okay, I'm glad they're building something. Right, ship design. I wanted to see if our spaceports are what needed. The, what did we just get? We got the, Commerce Center, right? Trade bonus 30%. Because spaceports and colonies are where things like these get used up. That's one thing I would like to see as an explanation of what belongs where sometimes. I imagine, yeah, let me cancel that actually. And let me add new spaceport auto-generate because we can cancel this. Does it put the Commerce Center? It does not actually. So where would it belong? If anybody knows in chat, feel free to let me know because I know there are some people who are probably familiar with this from like the previous game or from the betas or something. I could try the mining ships as well. If I add new, maybe freighter. Commerce. Don't see it here. Is it possible to build planetary rings? Not that I've seen so far. There are some extremely large ships, but I've not seen anything like a Dyson sphere or a ring or any of that kind of stuff. Mining station, maybe? Can you retrofit old ships with improved tech designs? You can, yes. So you make a new design. Oh, there we go. So it's the mining station. It needs the commerce center. You basically make a new design or you upgrade the design and you tell the ships to go and get retrofitted. And once this hyperdrive tech is done, a lot of our ships are going to have to be retrofit. The private sector, again, retrofits on its own. So the private sector retrofits on its own as long as you've designed the ship or the AI has done it if you've got it set to automatic. And military ships or ships under your control, you have to retrofit yourself. You have to give them the order. Or again, you can automate it if you'd rather not be so hands-on. So let's upgrade the MS1 to the MS2 and get the commerce center in here. Now, if I have multiple commerce centers, will it stack? Or will it just cost me more money pointlessly? I don't know. I don't know. This is actually decently militarized, actually. Let's go ahead and add some shields as well. Because as we saw, we were being harassed a little bit in some of those more distant spaces. So why don't we make sure that these guys can defend themselves? We've got plenty of crew. Makes it, of course, a bit more expensive to build them. But I think it's a worthwhile investment, right? To keep these things alive and having our military ships less involved in further and further spaces. Before making a tourist resort, why not make a luxury liner? Well, I think we'll want to get to some of the larger passenger ship types before we can call it a luxury liner, maybe. I just noticed the colony ship costs 42K. No wonder all your cash disappeared. That's probably where it all went. Good spot. I didn't notice that. Good spot. Thank you. We'll be careful before we build more of them, I guess. The MS2, yes, save that. Making sure I'm not missing anything here. Yeah, it seems reasonable to me. And if I recall correctly, the mining stations will automatically retrofit themselves because they're technically a part of the private sector. Even though we commission them, when we build a mining station, what's actually happening, as per the logic of the game, is that we are giving a license to a private company to build a mining station. So it's technically a private sector job. That design collects less energy than its static consumption. Yeah, but it's a... Oh, actually, I say that. Already under construction. I wonder if it's too late. I was gonna say that's fine because they're not a mobile ship, but I want to make sure if they're shooting, they're able to maintain fire, right? How bad are we there? No, looks like we're in the clear actually. The MS2. Yeah, we're in the clear. If we weren't... oh yeah, no. Lower than static energy requirements. Oh damn. Energy collection rate. So let's go ahead and get another energy collector. Cannot be changed because it's in use. Oh man. MS3 it is. All right. The MS2 is we don't talk about the MS2. Where is my energy collector? There it is. And I guess I pop you on over here. There we go. Thank you. Good spot there. I completely missed that. Kind of funny that a 100 size slot is being used by a size 5 energy collector. Not like we can change anything in any way to be more efficient or anything. It's fine from my understanding, but it's just kind of funny. All right, MS3 it is. Oops. Check the encyclopedia. Oh yeah, true. I mean, that's true as well. The Galactopedia probably says components. What was it called again? It was called the Commerce Center. C is for Commerce. Commerce Center. There we go. Commerce centers enable a base to be a center for trade, buying and selling resources and fuel. Can provide bonus trade income when resources or fuel are traded at the location. Yeah, see, you would think with that definition, you would expect spaceports to have them as well, because a lot of times resources get dropped off at the spaceports. It looks actually like the our independent neighbors are participating in trade over here. They've got some of their freight haulers coming through to, I assume, buy something. Yeah, with this description, you would expect the spaceport would have. Let's see. If I say add new small spaceport, auto generate. Maybe it's intentionally not including it, and like it's up to us to do it. You know, to learn from what the game has in its descriptors. Let's go ahead and the SSP2. Try it, I suppose. What do you guys think? What do you guys think? Let me know. Curious chat. It makes sense in my head. Yeah, we don't talk about the MS2. Nationalize everything at a certain point. I don't think there's a government type that allows that. Though I guess if you're a mercantile government type, you are able to control mining ships yourself. So it's a bit closer to having state control over trade. Please tell me you're automatically going up to the MS3. You're not. Now I gotta invest. Oh no. What have I done? Where are we? Resources, mining ships. No, mining locations. No, these ones. Yeah, there we go. I wasn't sure which tab I was looking for. You're an MS2. That's super convenient as well. Make you an MS3. You're already being retrofit. MS3. MS3. Again, if we're gonna be improving our yields, and I want to do that across the board, right? I think I got everybody, especially at this Danthofer station. All right, that'll hopefully help our economy. Again, the way it works is the colony's private sector is going to do better, and will be doing better because of how much we tax them. Actually, to that end, I can probably tax these guys a bit more. They've been at 11% forever. Overall, pretty happy. Let's increase the tax rates a little bit, and start working towards that second colony that I want to make. I wanted to do that right off the bat this stream, but I've been held back because of our economy. It's a double-edged sword, because having a second colony means the private sector needs to now ship goods to that second colony, so it'll generate money in that way, but the initial cost of sustaining the colony is just very, very pricey. I think it's like 4,000 per tick, so kind of pricey. I would imagine a strong private sector helps during periods of expansion, but presumably enables the growth of piracy too if the private sector gets too big. Yeah, basically the pirates will respond to your private sector. You know, if they start mining distant planets and they start bothering the pirates, and the pirates will get involved, and then the private sector will avoid those spaces where the pirates are harassing them. So now you have a bunch of ships that are doing nothing, and so then you have to get involved to eradicate those pirates, or allow your private sector to safely work in that space. It's, again, like I was saying this yesterday, things are very intertwined, which I quite like. It looks like Kenagar over here is a dangerous place, so let's... Oh, I think we actually lost our... No, our tired queen. We lost it. Damn, I must have missed the notification. Oof. These guys are all still exploring their respective star systems. Fair enough, fair enough. And geez, 7 years still. 7 years still. Looks like this is finally being tapped into. You can see all the freighters here bringing resources back from there. Money's looking a little bit better as well, 1,000 plus. Hopefully now these mining stations done, we'll start making some more money. What's corruption like at the moment? I've been scared to check. 24%, actually better than it was early on. These guys are still super happy. What about another tick over here? I don't know what the optimal number is, but I want to make sure that smiley face stays smiley. And as long as it stays smiley, I'll be okay with our tax rates. By the way, I should mention as well, because I don't know if I'll be able to get into this in depth, but you are able to... Hold on, before I forget again. Armor plating's been done. Let's queue up some stuff over here. I'm not going to upgrade ships right away. I'm going to wait to upgrade ships because I want to have a couple of things like to upgrade and then create... I don't want like version 100 of a ship. You know, I want to be a bit more reasonable in how quickly we upgrade. Countermeasures, target tracking. Maybe we look at some new weapons, like upgrade our weapon capabilities. Ooh, troop cloning facility. Shock forces, improved assault tactics. Right, there are a lot of weapon types as well. So we have beam weapons, we have ion weapons, there are area weapons like this wave bomb. We've got tractor beams, torpedoes, missiles, and kinetic weapons, so solid projectiles. So we have a couple of different options. Each again has its own pros and cons. Each is better or worse in various ways. I'm a bit of a sucker for solid projectiles, so I think maybe we'll get some kinetic weapons going. Not a bad thing to perhaps have research. It also isn't costing us any money. We should probably also get, I think, proton ionization just to help our ship speeds a little bit. They're all moving a little slow at times. They're not able to respond quickly enough. 500 credits isn't all that bad. This seems kind of silly because we can't do it right now. Am I hurting myself by investing in it a little too early? Oh, what's the worst that could happen? Let's pay for it. Have some more stuff queued up maybe. Enhanced energy collection is probably not a bad idea because we're starting to reach that point where we're starting to like need more energy collection. Although I have to pay a fair bit if I want to initiate that, and I don't think I can afford that right now. What else do we have further down over here? Pay for that. Trying to find things that maybe I don't have to pay for and I can initialize. It looks like everything else is going to require cost investment. All these first tier weapon techs, though, we can probably queue up a few more of these. Wouldn't mind having maybe some missiles as well. Why not governance to reduce a bit of that corruption? Yeah, let's look at that actually. Let me take a look at that. Where was it? Planetary governance. So what does this do? Corruption reducing range, local. Increases the chance of ambassadors appearing, increases the leader quality, and it reduces colony corruption, increases colony defense, colony development, and colony happiness. Yeah, that's a good call. That's a good call. What does coordinated control do? Command center. No, okay, that's for our ships. So sure, planetary governance. It will ask for a decent fee, but I think that one's worth spending because if we reduce corruption, we start making more money. And let's actually prioritize that up over here. Basic medical systems will be done within a very short amount of time, and then we'll queue up kinetic weapons and planetary governance. Right? Yeah, cool. Right. Taking a look at chat here real quick. Karaya, you missed the ping. Damn. What's happened so far? We have furthered. So we stopped paying tribute to our pirate harassers. We've explored even further out. We've found a blank spot, actually, where there's something extremely dangerous around this neutron star. So we're going to avoid that. But we're continuing to explore further and further out. We're improving our relations with the independent people down over here. Hopefully, we'll be able to assimilate them soon. And you're actually... If you were very excited to see how colonization works, you're lucky in that way that we built our colony ship, but we haven't colonized yet because of the investment. Our economy took a bit of a hit, but it's looking okay now. We might actually colonize in just a moment, but before I lose my train of thought, I wanted to show you that, hey, wait, no, we don't have any, we don't. Okay, it allows me to make policies for all species that I know about, but I thought we have some mortal and perhaps living at Yavin 4, but we don't. So just wanted to point out that you can, in fact, change your population policies. So if you want to prevent immigration, if you want to force people to a different space, if you want to enslave an entire type of people, or if you want to exterminate an entire type of people, you absolutely can. So you have policies for your populations as well, and you can go across the board, as you can see, apply across all colonies, or you can specify where and who lives where and why. If they're more comfortable in certain spaces, you want to encourage that, and they'll automatically migrate with that in mind as well, which is why it helps to have people of different species in your civilization or in your empire, because then you can spread them out and about to more types of planets. Does the game have all the features of Distant Worlds 1 and its expansions? Oh, Brad, I'll be honest with you, I am not. So I've played a bit of Distant Worlds 1. I am not, like, intimately familiar enough to be able to do a one-to-one comparison. I do believe, if memory serves me right, there are some things that are not included with the base game of DW2 that were added with the expansion packs of DW1. However, I believe the developers have said that they have a lot of plans for post-launch support and stuff like that, depending on response. So I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing those kinds of things get added in as well. Do not quote me, though, please, because, again, I'm not super intimately familiar, and I've only played so much of this game as well, so it would be unfair for me to give a conclusive answer. So just do keep that in mind. I would suggest verifying my statement there, though, but I do believe there are some things that they're going to be adding post-launch. And, of course, again, the game has quite a bit of a modding focus, so they've left the doors open for all that as well. Ella Smith, I see you. Not yet. This is a crazy time of year. I'm not going to be able to check out People Playground for a while. It'll be at least maybe a month even. Can colonies revolt and become independent? As I found out the hard way, yes. Yes, they can. Yes. How do you mine the asteroids? You have to have an exploration ship go in and see what resources they have, and then you can build a mining station around them if you think it's worthwhile, or mining ships will go and pick up the resources. Mining stations will sometimes have a range that includes multiple asteroids, and it's not a bad idea to build in fact, it might have been a good idea to build a mining station over here, because then it might be able to reach this asteroid, and so these mining ships would be, doing something else elsewhere. So it looks like this guy is... What did I miss there? Oh, that was the freighter I was looking at. It would give these mining ships an opportunity to do something else, and freighters would instead be working with the mining station. So why don't we go ahead and establish a mining station over here. To build here. Where are my construction ships? They are both automated. Looks like Happy Remorse is going to come through. All right, good stuff. Let's take a peek again at one of these distant systems. I want to see if I can build another worthwhile mining station somewhere. What is this? This is Tiderios. Seems... Oh, wow. Yeah, I would say that seems worth it. Eucantium Pearl. We're mining a source. It's quite a valuable resource. Vodka. Is that just alcohol? Yes, it's a powerful alcoholic beverage. I love it. So Tiderios, why don't we go ahead and build a mining station over here? Our construction ships are automated, so they'll sort that out themselves. And Vodka, where is their Vodka? All the way up there. Okay, that's a little far, maybe. That's a little far for our ships to travel until we get that more updated hyperdrive tech unlocked. All right, let's go ahead and colonize. It's a bit of a risky move, but I'm gonna... Okay, what's life without risks, like I say, right? How do you mine asteroids? Can you see how many resources are left on those asteroids? They're basically endless, yeah. They're basically endless. They don't get mined out or cored or anything like that. So once you find a good resource or a good source of a resource, you can kind of rest assured it'll be there for you. Oh, hello. Where is this? Beta Dusselin 5. Oh, okay. I thought it was the same system as earlier, but no, there's a different Beta Dusselin there. Yeah, because this is Beta Dusselin Minor, and that's Beta Dusselin, just Beta Dusselin, I guess. Fair enough. That's far away. Yeah, hopefully we get our hyperdrive tech done soon. All right, let's go ahead and colonize. Enough saying we'll do it. Let's actually do it. Go ahead and zoom in. Where's my colony ship? The Yavin Jewel. Let's head on over to Yavin 5 and colonize. So you can see we're carrying 30 million passengers. Just to give a point of comparison, Yavin 4 has population. There, 3,660 million is the population of Yavin 4. This ship is carrying 30 million. So that gives you an idea of how empty this colony will be for starters. But let's go ahead and colonize. Colonization is relatively simple. I mean, again, you either build a colony ship, send it over to colonize, or you select the planet where you want the colony to be and you click the colonize button. There we go. But building that colony up from nothing is a challenge, and we're about to see it. Quality. Oh, you're talking about resource quality. Yeah. The percentage tells you how quickly... Sorry, let me show you an example. So, for example, the 20% versus the 46% versus the 66%, that tells you how quickly a mining ship will be able to acquire the resource and then bring it back to your wherever it needs to go. So it's an idea of the rate of resource gathering as opposed to the quantity of resource available on the planet. Thank you. Yes. Just take a look at chat here real quick. Passengers must be bored having been in orbit for so long. I don't know. Can you imagine? You get to be in space? That's pretty cool, right? Folks, if you want to be in space with Distant Worlds 2, what a segue, the game is on sale right now. Just a quick reminder, it is 10% off if you want to pick it up. The game itself releases on the 10th of March, but if you want to get it early, it's 10% off right now. A link to that is in the description down below. If you want to actually check out any of the publisher's other games, Slitherine makes a bunch of games like this. They make all sorts of games across the various subgenres of strategy games. They also go across all kinds of time periods from medieval to sci-fi to fantasy. They cover all the bases. So if you want to check them out, there's a huge sale going on right now this weekend, up to 70% off on some of their games. A link to that is in the description down below as well. Don't hesitate to check it out. They have some great games, and there are some ridiculous sales. I thought I saw BSG Deadlock, Battlestar Galactica Deadlock was like $8 or something like that. So yeah, there's some crazy sales on some really good games. Don't hesitate to check them out, folks. But yes, on that note, what is this? Smiling Wayfarer is under attack by Toydaria 4. Toydaria is a little far away. What are you chasing here? How close is this assailant? Kind of. Might be able to escape. Hopefully. I don't know if I need to engage an entire fleet for that. 299 strength. Are we okay against that? Yeah, we'd be okay against that. Maybe it's not a terrible idea to send the first fleet in. Let's see, first fleet. They are defending within a certain range, so they have limitations, right? Maybe I could send the second fleet in. They're not strong enough. 156 is not strong enough. Rain Roth coming through with a super chat. I already bought the game. If the developers are looking, approve my request to join the beta. Thank you very much for the super chat, buddy. I appreciate it greatly. Again, you've heard me say it time and time again. It really helps support the stream and the channel as a whole. And I just want to say thank you, of course, for the super chat. And I can tell between yesterday and today, I can tell you're extremely excited for Distant Worlds 2. Soon, it's not that far away. It's less than a month away. It's less than a month away now. So the pausing when I like quarter. That's a good point, Hayden. That's a very good point. Thank you. I should do that. Yeah, Deadlock is like at that price. Are you kidding me? It's absolutely worth the price. It's a wallet heavy time, Commander Tarkin. It really is, isn't it? It really is, and it's not going to stop. This year is going to be insane. I genuinely feel like ever since I started this channel, strategy gaming has had like a renaissance or something. I've never seen so many strategy games that like so many good strategy games release back to back to back to back. You know. It's kind of wild. Part of it is I think because a lot like the indie scene has blown up so much more, and you've got your AAA devs and your indie devs all starting to get more like competition and more creative. It's great. Oh, look at that! Look at that! It's so cool, and it's quite fast actually as well. But any second now, Yavin 5. Has come alive, and you can see like all the little cities and stuff. It adds the lights and stuff. It's so good. New colony founded. We've established a new colony at the continental planet Yavin 5 in the Yavin system. So, right off the bat, you'll see. Where are we? Right. I think it's still. Oh yeah, there we go. The support cost is close to 4,000. The revenue is 1. That is going to grow extremely slowly. Now, we're actually quite fortunate that this seems to be a decent planet overall as far as the fact that it has some resources. So hopefully it'll get engaged by the private sector very quickly. But yeah, it's expensive. It's very expensive. And you can see our economy did take a hit there. But very quickly now... Oh, you know what? I need to absolutely remember to bring... the first fleet over here, because one thing that's happened to me in the past is I've had pirates see a new colony that I've put down, and they're like, "Hello, you have no ground troops. We're going to attack you." So I'm going to bring these guys in to make sure we keep Yavin 5 safe. Oh, it's so cool when they warp in like that and they're like slightly spread apart. It just feels so much bigger. God. Coffin Cat 666, how's it going, buddy? Just got a PS5 in the mail. Oh my God, one of the lucky few who's got a PS5. Awesome. Any particular games you're looking at right now? With the suitability of 2, that plan's going to cost to develop a lot. Yes, no, for sure. But in the interest of kind of like showing the mechanic off, I figure we'll take the hit. I'm surprised actually that we're still in the black. I'll be completely honest. I thought we were going to go in the red there. What's going on over here? Is this mining station going to be able to survive? Ooh, quite possibly not. How far away are we? Oh, we're very far away. This might have been a bad idea. Because you can see there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 ships against the Nemesis 3, so it is able to fire back and respond, but I don't think it'll do enough damage. We'll keep an eye out on it. Yeah, there are new ships definitely being built. I wouldn't be surprised if a bunch of passenger ships are being built. Oh yeah, this guy's not going to make it. Not a chance. Oh. Oh, looks like they're leaving. Why would you leave? Alright, okay. Okay. Do I have a construction ship that could maybe help repair this real quick? If it can stay alive like that every time, then that'll be fine by me. Let's head on over to Yavin 5 over here. These guys will hopefully be safe enough. Again, it'll take quite a bit of time before we'll see any profitability from this colony. Our scientist Yukri Lapuri at Yavin Research Center has made a critical breakthrough. Nice, where he once failed, he has now succeeded and has, wow, really shortened the time on time left on that. About 3 years, less than 3 years. That's not bad. Dying Light 2? Ah, gotcha. I've been looking at Dying Light 2, actually. Common Pathfinder Wrath of the Righteous comes out on March 1st. Oh, on console. Have I played Field of Glory 2 Medieval? If yes, what is your opinion? Oh, I played that so long ago. The Field of Glory games, they're quite deep. They don't often click with me. But I know people who love those games and swear by those games. But I've not. Maybe I just need to sit down with them and play them again. To qualify that statement, it took me a couple of years before. I'm a huge sci-fi nerd, as you might be able to tell. And I love world building and I love writing up custom lore and stuff like that. But despite all that, it took me a couple of years before I really got into Stellaris. And I love the game, but it took me some time to get into it. And I think I just need to spend that time with Field of Glory. Because people who like those games love those games. I just haven't been able to spend enough time on them to form a proper opinion. The good thing is that pirates don't capture bases in this one. They'll raid them the moment they find a chance. Yeah, I've seen them. Yeah, they don't capture any bases, but they will destroy them, and they'll also loot them. From what I've seen, Horizon Forbidden West looks amazing. I'll wait for that to come out on PC too. I gotta still play Horizon Zero Dawn actually, which is now on PC, and I've owned it, but time, who has any? Not me. All right, look at that. Look at that. Look at that. 10xing our revenue so quickly. See, it's gonna be profitable in no time. Barely any corruption. God. So again, colony development takes some time. I'm hoping 36 million. I'm hoping to see. Oh, come on, baby. Don't die on me. Don't die on me. I think I might be pushing the game a little too hard. Give us a second over here, folks. I've got the game freezing. So again, the game's been I would say 95 to like 98% stable, but every once in a while I'll be like doing things a little too quickly at like 4 speed, and the game will crash as it has done right now. Hang in there, folks. We'll be right back. It's just a matter of loading our autosave, because the game does in fact autosave. So just hang in there for a quick second. Yeah, it's only crashed. I guess now it's crashed on me 3 times. Once was actually yesterday, now today, and then once like early on, but all in a kind of a similar situation where I'm just like pushing the game super hard. Just as a reminder on that note, of course, this is an early build, so optimization and stuff is typically one of the last things to be tackled. So I wouldn't be surprised if that gets worked on. I should hope so. But yeah, we'll be back in just a second over here. The game's booting up right now, and we should be able to dive into our autosave. There we go. Hopefully it's not pushed us too far back. Folks, I just want to mention as well, again, real quick, we have about like 130 or so people watching, but I think fewer than 100 likes. If you're enjoying the show, if you're enjoying Distant Worlds 2, if you're enjoying the stream in general, don't hesitate to let me know by hitting that like button. It really does help me understand what people want to see on the channel. So if you hit that like button, it just sends me a very clear signal. Okay, we didn't lose too much time. We're okay. Oh, I really hope we get that breakthrough on the hyperdrive tech again, though, to have its research time. Let's go double speed. Oh yeah, if you yeah, I like never ask folks to share, but sharing is so greatly appreciated. It really helps when folks see a video they like and they share it with their friends and just like on, you know, social media and stuff. That it makes such a big difference. But I know it's something, it's a lot to ask people to do, so I try not to mention it. But yeah, if you're up for sharing stuff you watch on this channel, it is always welcome and it is always extremely helpful. Thank you for even mentioning that. I appreciate it. Taking a look at chat here real quick. Can help devs maybe pull back from expansive open worlds and focus on making them richer. 100% Jazzy, 100%. It's we're seeing the ebb and flow of the open world, and I think a lot more people are starting to feel that way about open world games. It looks like the pirates actually came back and raided our mining station, because of course they did. Because why wouldn't they? Goddamn. I'm here to see if we have any passenger ships. Where would they be? I believe they are under civilian passenger ships. Yes, you can see now we've got, again, the private sector investing in these passenger ships. We got 3 built. The Hardy Ploy is moving people over to Yavin 5. Again, they're jump capable, so they're jumping over and they're bringing passengers over and helping the population here grow. So from 30 million, that's what's going to make us go from 30 million to 35, or what was it, 30? Oh no, 30. Well, I guess quite a few passenger trips had come through when I last checked the population, because we were at like 36, right, before the crash. But yeah, so it's you know, it's like people are like a resource. The interesting thing is that people are coming here right now probably because there's absolutely no tax. It's not the most appealing of locations. I do believe our homeworld is a lot more appealing. It's more developed. It's got a better it's got better living conditions and stuff. But with absolutely no taxes to pay, a lot of people are obviously interested in moving here and perhaps setting up businesses. And then eventually, once they're settled down and they've got their businesses set up, that's when the tax rate creeps up. And at that point, they'll probably try and find a different place they can migrate to. So it's pretty cool in that sense that it makes sense to. There's a logic to it, and you can encourage the movement of populations through your treatment of different planets. You know, if you wanted to keep tax rate up, but you instead say wanted to really deliver a lot of luxury resources to really pump up colony development, you could do that instead, and then people would be like, well, that planet taxes more, but it has all these luxury resources, and I want to go and check it out for that, right? So there's ways to influence population growth, and it all feels very kind of, I would say, fluid and realistic, as you know, as far as game systems are concerned. So yeah, pretty neat in that way. Now that you've got a colony, shouldn't you get trade going? Have you researched the basic space commerce yet? Yes, we did research the space commerce, and it is actually what helped our economy recover from the slight pit that it hit a few moments ago. So we do have basic economy researched. It does seem as though we are trading actually with these guys as well. We have our oh yeah, that's our ambassador waiting at Yavin 6. Why are you waiting? So again, diplomacy is one of the things that I'm still not entirely like familiar with. Yavin 6. Diplomacy leading to peaceful colonization. Displeased with us. Static. No trend. How can I improve this? Can I speak with them? I could negotiate a deal, perhaps. We do not like you enough to do limited trade or free trade. Okay. I could send them a gift. So we currently have a restricted trade, which I think is what's going on right now, because we see some of their freighters coming to our home world to, I think, pick stuff up. I could just send them a gift, a small gift of 12,488 credits. That's barely anything compared to our economy. Yeah, sure. Let's see what that does for us. Might be worth just experimenting with, right? Please accept a small gift of 12,488 credits. Whoa! Why is it trending downwards? So they okay, I see. So they appreciate our gift, but that's going to wear off. So it's not a permanent thing, but this "you have given us gifts" is a permanent thing, hopefully, and so that'll keep trending up. But these two cancel out for a net negative? That seems unfair. How hard is it to get into the game? Are there event chains? There are minor event chains. They're not like 12-step processes or anything like that. There are some cases where you'll like come across some ruins and you get the option to explore or not, and then that might trigger another thing. And then so there are. Ooh, that's not what I meant. So there are some event chains. As far as how difficult the game is to get into, I would say because it's got so much potential automation, you can basically automate an entire system that you don't like or are uncomfortable with, and deal with the other ones that you are comfortable with, and get familiar with the game piecemeal like that. They've done a very good job of the automation as well from my experience so far. It works very well. So you can kind of like make it easier to get into by making yourself comfortable with certain systems. Oh, come on, here we go. Now we're going to start causing damage. We're going to break their engines. Okay, so you can see both engines are... Oh, can I not keep this up? Okay, no, I can't. But you can see the top line, the yellow line, engine amount 2, normal 0, damaged 2, destroyed 0, disabled 0. So that means I've destroyed both their engines. And you might have noticed, I hope you noticed, their speed went from whatever it was right down to 6. And it's probably, you can see over here, their maximum speed is actually 0. So these guys should not be able to jump, or at least they won't be able to get clear of their space over here. General at the bottom there includes things like hyperspace modules and I think energy generation as well. And if you disable those, you'll actually get a little like text at the bottom that lets you know you've disabled them. So your I was talking about this in the previous session. Right. I was talking about that in the previous session, how damage kind of works once you manage to overcome hull or overcome armor and shields. So that's an example of it. All right, we're starting to get some better engines now. So getting closer to that next upgrade I want to do. This will take 2.95 years. We got unlucky. Eh? That dice roll didn't happen. We didn't get the crash to have the research time on this hyperdrive tech. That's fine though. What else would we want to upgrade with our next batch of ships? What do you guys think? Because we've got hyperdrive tech happening. Planetary governance will take about 4.5 years. You know what we could do is we could look at interstellar destroyers. It'll cost 2,000 credits to initiate the research. It'll take 5 years to actually do. 4.55 years. It'll be a whole new model of ship. And destroyers are far more powerful than frigates. It's probably not a bad idea as we start to go further and further out to have, rather than have 6 frigates for each engagement, have 2 destroyers for each engagement. We can spread out a bit more. Taking a look at chat here real quick. Yeah, getting a decent GPU right now is very difficult. I got very lucky that I got my 3090. Literally one night, how long ago was it? It was shortly after the 3090s came out, like that year, the December of that year. So I guess it was 2020. Randomly at like 2 o'clock in the morning, I was like, I should check this one website. And it's not a place that I often check. It's not like a common place that I check for like hardware and stuff like that. So I was like, let me just randomly at 2 o'clock in the morning check this website and see if they have a stock. And they just happened to have stock. And I got the last one of the 3090s that they had. Just pure luck. It's so difficult to get the 3090s and stuff. So yeah, it's been tough. And as for hating scalpers, yeah, I'm right there with you. I need more Diplo tech. Oh yeah, true. I should probably take a look at improving our relations with those guys, and that's a great call. The destroyers can perhaps wait until that hyperdrive tech is done. Hyperdrive tech 4.43 years. This will take 6.82 because we've already got 3 concurrent projects. Yeah, we'll leave it at that. Fast mining. Yeah, we should probably do that next. We already got a mining upgrade recently. We got lucky. We actually, what was it? I think we came across, actually, ironically, an event chain which unlocked fast mining, or an upgrade to mining for us. Yavin 4 is under attack by murderous intruders. Where? Where is their ship? There it is. I imagine our ground troops will be just fine dealing with these guys. Yeah. So the raiders have been destroyed, but there is this escort over here. But our ships, yeah, they're just out of position. And these stations are out of position as well. We're not going to be able to destroy them. They're going to get away. Poor light freighters just being harassed there. Mining station under attack. You'll be okay, probably. Just this one guy? I think we'll be fine here. Yeah, I think we'll scare him off. And this is why your mining stations you'll sometimes want to equip with weapons as well. You'll want to militarize them, just so you don't have to send your military fleets literally everywhere. Oh, but our second fleet is here. Oh yeah, okay, they are getting involved. Okay, good. I was like, what are you guys doing over here? Let's go ahead and have them auto guard. Same system, yes, cool. Until we can upgrade their hyperdrive, we want to make sure they stay in the same system, and you can see these guys are retreating right away. The AI's been pretty decent in that way, I found so far at least, that they know when trouble's coming and they know to like just get out of there. So I've quite liked that actually. Let's go ahead and get. I think we need more construction ships, just to help keep these guys like operational, right? One of the handful of ship types that we actually have full control over. Might as well build a couple more to help repair damaged mining ships and things like that. Military needs will need to be met more and more due to piracy. Yes, as we get further and further along, 100%. Got lucky on that card. Yeah, Coffin Cat. Oh, 100%. Very lucky. I got extremely lucky. Alright, let's go ahead and build a construction. It just seems somewhat silly, because we're going to have to upgrade them shortly afterwards with the better quality hyperdrive tech. Pig1111Q, thank you very much for subscribing. Hope you're enjoying the show, buddy. If you are, again, you know what to do. Let me know down below. Hit that like button. It really helps make a very big difference. Just let me know what people want to see on the channel. And Peter Sci-Fi joining in as the latest member. Please let me know if I got that pronunciation horribly wrong. I'm always open to corrections. But thank you very much for joining in, buddy. It really helps support the channel, really helps support the streams. So folks, please do throw up those flags, those E's, those banners to give a warm welcome to our latest channel member joining in as a knight, Peter Sci-Fi. Thank you very much, buddy. Appreciate it greatly. Appreciate it greatly. I hope y'all are. I mean, I'm curious how if there are any questions or curiosities. Again, just want to make clear. Feel free to share them. I just noticed that it's going to take 35 years to reach the next step of effective diplomacy. Wow. We don't have any like benefits on that front, I don't think. Just a plus 8% to research speed. I could initiate a crash. Oh, that's expensive. 317,000 credits. Holy, 35 years. That's gonna take some time. These stations, yeah, that's true as well. I mean, let's see, where are our fighters? Fighters are... Got fighters. Trying to remember their categorization. I've probably scrolled right past them. New systems, transport systems. I know they exist. Just gotta find them. Not the expanded space stations. There we go, starfighters. So let's go ahead and get starfighters going, maybe. But replace what? It'll take 230 days. We'll replace the effective diplomacy because this will take it'll take less than a year, and then maybe we can help in that way. We can see if the mining stations will be able to build hangar bays. I'm not sure if they can. We'll find out together. The more slots you use, the more time individual techs need as the overall tech capacity gets divided to the slots you're using. Yes. So I wonder if like after we finish this set of 3, and after we finish, you know, these 2 separately, obviously they'll take their own amount of time. If we don't leave that diplomacy tech on its own to be focused on, perhaps wouldn't be a bad idea. Speed time up over here. How is our colony doing over here? Oh, it is so cool to just see these ships coming and going. Where did our second fleet go? You guys should be over here, hanging out, making sure nobody raids this this colony of ours. Look at that, 24 revenue, not bad. Corruption of just 10%, doing all right. Let's make sure. Oh, construction ships are always built like they're set to automated when they're built always, so we don't have to worry about them. They'll work as need be. Well, support costs are going up, aren't they? I just saw. I was like, is that going down or up? That looked like it went up by well, like 100, 200 or so. But as you can see, we do have freighters in the area, bringing cargo from Yavin 6 to... Oh, what are you doing there? Always curious if these guys are bringing in migrants. I just want to see how resources are flowing. I just want to keep an eye on some of that stuff. Diplotech should be a priority. Well, the thing about the Diplotech is if we... Oh, look at that. Oh, my God. What are you guys bringing here? Well, look at the... Oh, the private sector is very interested in Yavin 6 over here. What are you doing? Transport cargo from Yavin 6 to Ifois mining station. Well, I want to see what they pick up. So yeah, as I was saying, the reason why we're trying to improve our diplomacy is because if I'm able to get along with these guys over here, and I can actually make them, I can assimilate them, that's basically a fully developed colony under my control. And that'll really boost our economy because there'll be an existing population that's able to engage in, you know, all the activities. It looks like we're actually, yeah, trading quite a bit with these folks. This is our source of Caslon, it looks like, or one of our sources of Caslon. All right, fair enough. It's too bad they don't. Too bad that's not having a direct impact on our like relations with them. Why this negative trend? Why so unfair? How do you improve ground troops? There are technologies for that. There are a couple different techs for ground troops. Ground combat, you can get shock forces, genetic replication, I believe helps get better quality troops more often. You've got tactics you can unlock. Oh, zero-G combat, didn't notice that before. So yeah, you've got, this helps with boarding. So that's not ground troops, really. That's if you consider ships to be ground, I guess, and improved logistics as well. So you have various options, and again, the tech tree goes deeper, right? It's not just this. You get more tactics and more troop types and stuff that you unlock as you go further along. So research and then recruit the appropriate troop types, to defend at your colonies and planets and stuff like that. There's the breakthrough. Oh, did we get it? Oh, yes, we did. Wonderful. Good spot. I missed the notification. Adam Pow 1006 coming in with a super chat with a super sticker. Keep it up with that beautiful pair. Thank you very much, buddy. I appreciate it greatly. Again, you've heard me say it time and time again. Really helps support the channel. Really helps support the streams. So I appreciate it greatly. And that pair always brings me joy. So thank you very much. Better Diplotech raises the max they like you. Ah, I see. So that's part of what's keeping it down, I guess, because it can't go higher up. Gotcha. That makes sense. Well, you know, it's only 34 years away. And as we finish some of these things, it'll get faster and faster. The economy is looking really good now. What's going on over here? I mean, it's entirely Yavin 4. I guess the economy here. You know what I would really love? Because I'm an absolute nerd for charts. I would love to be able to see a graph of like revenue over time. And I'd love to be able to see that all-time revenue and just see, you know, the spikes and the dips and stuff like that. It would make me so happy. I don't know if that data exists on the back end for the game, but it would be great to see. It would be great to see. All right, let's see. Yeah, once this hyperdrive tech is done, we'll be able to once more invest in like further and further mines and mining stations and exploring further as well. Where are some of our exploration ships, actually? We could probably... where am I? Looking at exploration. Old Wanderer, no mission. Let's get you up over there. Let's get the Cowering Chance. It's down over here. Let's get you exploring. See, these are all kind of dangerous spots. I wouldn't be surprised if there are pirate headquarters in some of these locations. Let's get the... let's get you refueled, and then we'll send you down to this spot over here. Because I don't want to get too far away from our center point before we start exploiting some of the things that are closer to home, you know? Alright. Speed time up again. Forget. Attack. God damn, keep getting. Again, eventually we'll invest in things like hyperjump, hyperspace jammers and things like that, but that's later tech in the hyperdrive tech line of technologies. Oh, buddy came back. Different guy. He's gonna get out of here. He'll be fine. Yeah, he's gone. It's okay. It's good that we're able to at least intimidate them away. I'd rather that than them successfully raiding us. I should probably get another exploration ship over here and have it explore the rest of these asteroids, because I'm definitely leaving money on the table over here like a fool. Again, in the interest of like having things go faster for the stream, right, and seeing other planets and stuff, I didn't go and manually explore all of these asteroids. But once we get this exploration ship out, I might do. All right, looking good, looking good. Economy's looking all right. I wonder if we're ready for that that other colony, because that'll be an expensive colony as well to try and maintain. Where are we? Here, right? This one. Yeah, and it's barely got any resources. Brachilian berries to help with colony development. We'll want to colonize this one, but I just wonder if I should like rush it or if I should take some time, because it'll be very expensive. Should we be building more defensive ships? I suppose. True. That's a good point. Initially, I was thinking, oh, I'll wait for the destroyers, but no, you're right. Oh goddamn! Sorry, folks. The game crashed again. Of course, when I'm streaming, I wouldn't be surprised if OBS running at the same time is eating into some of it. Naturally, when I'm streaming is when I'll see the most issues with any game that I'm playing. That's just how it works. It is, in fact, yes, finally on its way to release. If you are interested in picking the game up, actually, it'll be releasing on the 10th of March, and it is currently on sale, 10% off. If you want to pick it up, there's a link in the description down below. You can get it for, yes, 10% off right now. The publisher of this game, actually, as a whole, has a huge sale going on. Games are up to 70% off. If you want to check out some of their other titles, you can find the link in the description down below for that as well. They've got all sorts of games across all sorts of genres, all sorts of sub-genres, I should say, with strategy gaming being just like their, I would say, core. So highly recommend checking out the sale. 70% off on some things, more on some others. Link is in the description. And again, Distant Worlds 2 itself right now is 10% off. You can use the link in the description down below to pick it up. I will mention, just to like make crystal clear, just as a reminder, this is an early access build. It's a preview build. So, you know, with regards to optimization and perhaps even some numbers, these things might change when the final build comes out. When the final build does happen, I hope to get early access so that I can show the game running in its final form, and you can kind of see how it all plays and feels in its final form. But yeah, let's go ahead and get some more frigates out. The reason why I was holding off on frigates was because I was thinking we'd get those destroyers soon, but I do think that technology is probably being delayed a little bit. So let's get a couple more frigates, and then we can maybe colonize a bit further as well. Yeah, it's weird. Well, when you hide bots, they should technically never be visible again. So I think they're different bots, technically. Similarly named, but different bots. But thank you for getting on top of that. Can you queue objects for the exploration ships to explore? From my experience, you cannot. You can automate it. Like, let's see. Get the ship. Where are you? Gone all the way there. Get our military ships hopefully coming back to hit this thing. Let's bring this guy back over to here, and I don't think I can shift click and queue other items, but we'll see in just a second. Bold Wanderer's under attack. Hopefully we'll get out of there. Hopefully he's smart enough to get out of there. It's only blocked for 300 seconds. Really? Oh, that is dumb. Let me see if there's a setting on the back end that they changed that I could tweak. All right, so if I say right click on this asteroid, and then I hold down shift, because that's typically the Q button, right? Hold down shift and then right click on this one. You'll see it's turning around and it's coming to this one instead. Yeah, so you can't queue them up. If I automate, I don't know if I could say where to explore. So you'd kind of have to like do it manually. Otherwise, they will go out and explore everything. See, the reason why I don't like auto exploration is because if they go out and they explore some distant star system, my first playthrough this happened and I was extremely confused, but exploration ships explored some very far off systems without me realizing what was happening, and I had my private economy sending mining ships out for valuable resources that were so far away. I was like, don't do that. Where are you going? And that's why I like being a bit more hands-on with exploration. Guys have tried raiding again. We've got that advanced hyperdrive tech completed. Gonna let planetary governance and the diplomacy go side by side now. And as that's happening, let's go ahead and actually fix up our ships. We want to make sure the Star Manta, the Sea Wing, is upgraded to version 3. And this version 3 will have the Garax hyperdrive, significantly higher jump range. Again, if we take a look at where to go. Not the skip drive, but the warp bubble generator versus the hyperdrive. Well, look at the difference in range and speed is like insane. So this will help tremendously. And I do believe we have enough energy here. Yes, we've got enough energy to operate at the fastest speed. There's our hyperdrive. I could perhaps swap in some ion engines. What's the difference between the proton engine and the ion engine? The ion engine is worse. Okay. I thought that was the upgrade. Oh no, the proton engine is the upgrade. My bad. The proton engine is the newer version. And again, the game has automatically gone ahead and upgraded the ship's parts that it can. I cannot put in another one because we'll run out of space. We've got decent weapons. Got the long-range cannons. So the weapons, when it comes to upgrading weapons, it's an interesting... the game will automatically upgrade weapons of the same type when you do the upgrade button. But if you're going to change types, like I'm going from plasma or particle to solid projectile, I have to do that manually if I want to do that. The reason for doing something like that would be because, of course, it's more effective against shields or armor or whatever it might be. I think these guys are operating fine as far as their offensive capabilities are concerned, so we'll keep that as is. We do have armor as well, though, so let's swap out some of the shield for some armor, so they're defended against both types of damage. And I think we'll be okay with that. Again, there are other systems and stuff we can research and add in to help with targeting or countermeasures and things like that, but this is all we can do right now. And as you can see, they can move significantly faster in hyperspeed, and that should be good. And yes, good reminder, Karaya, the stations, we'll definitely take a look at the fighters. I wonder, actually, do we have fuel cells, recreations? Because a lot of the times what the game does is it splits things up into different research items. So like with colonization, we had to research one thing for the colony ship and a separate thing for the colony. I believe we're back. I think we're back. Let me know, chat. My apologies there. That was weird. My connection to YouTube just died. Might have been something on the internet side, but hopefully we're all good. It looks like I've got all green lights here, but chat, let me know if everything is clear on your end, and we'll get right back to it. Yeah, my apologies there, folks. Yeah, the reason that one took longer was because it was a different kind of crash, or not even crash, or different issue, and so I keep an eye out for my usual like technical issues, but this is a completely different thing. We Gucci, it's working. Yep. All right, good. When is Soviet Republic coming out? Hopefully, if all goes well, next week Wednesday will be the return of Workers and Resources Soviet Republic. So fingers crossed for that. My apologies about the technical issues there, folks. I'm gonna give it a quick minute. Hopefully, people are able to return. It's always unfortunate when that happens because folks that are obviously coming through and don't like it's I mean, I understand people wanting to leave if a stream crashes, but I'm going to give it a quick minute over here, folks, for people to come back, hopefully, and for me to have a quick sip of water because I'm dying. My voice is dying. My apologies about that, folks. Is it intentional? Your frigate only has small weapons and no fighters. The frigate didn't, from what I saw, the frigate didn't have the option to have a fighter bay, but I will check. Don't worry, stream's still alive. It just, like I was saying yesterday as well, the music, anytime I have to go quiet, the music decides to go quiet as well, and so it sounds like nothing's happening. But let's see. Well, I'm just checking to make sure everything's nominal. All systems nominal. Looks like we're okay. Folks are coming back. All right, sorry about that, folks. My apologies. But let's get back to it. Yeah, so I'll check on the frigates because over here as well, I'm not seeing a bay, like a starfighter bay. Yeah, so I think it's just that the frigates can't support them. Total size is greater than the hull allows. I guess we'll get rid of a fuel cell. We have fuel ships now, so I hopefully... but it's an exploration ship, so it's kind of weird to get rid of a fuel cell. I think we should get rid of weapons instead. Like, we need fuel just to get to places, and that's why I want to research the next level of fuel tech as well, just so that we don't have to, worry about that as much. God. All right, let's try this. Let's get rid of one of the plasma torpedoes. It was available in the modules, was it? Oh, I must have missed it. My bad. So save and exit that. Back to our frigate really quickly, the Sea Wing. We haven't built any, so we can still change this one. Oh, that's the docking bay. Oh, my bad. I missed it. Yeah, let's go ahead and get a small starfighter bay installed over here. And that will give us 4 fighters, building them at 0.12 per second. All right, repair rate is 0.25 per second. And it's got some defensive capabilities as well. Good spot. How did I miss that? It's like bright magenta. How did I miss that? Thanks for that, Tira. We gotta get rid of something though. Because we gotta make room. We're over our size limit. I guess I could try getting rid of a fuel cell. We might need better fuel cells sooner rather than later. Let's try that. All right, cool. And then let's go ahead and that's our navigator done. Go by date created, just to help keep things a bit more organized. The mining ships, I don't think we upgraded, right? Because 1206 is the latest date. The mining station 3 is... Ooh, we could probably upgrade the mining station to be a mining station 4 and get... see, the docking bay... Anytime a freighter comes to a mining station... music's a bit loud. I'll lower that for you. Let me know if that's better. Yeah, let me know if the volume's better now, because the music can't... I hear things at different levels than they go out on YouTube, so everything's super quiet on my end. But yeah, so anytime a freighter comes to a mining station to pick stuff up, it has to go to an available docking bay. And if you only have one docking bay, you're technically slowing your economy down. So I'm not sure if we want to swap that out that way. This is a mining station. Is it a medium mining station? Or a small mining station? It's a small mining station with medium mining ships, right? Jesby, I think we're going to go for 3 hours today as well. We'll see how I feel. I'm starting to lose my voice, so that's obviously a big influencing factor on that. The frigate, you're saying? Oh, that's not what I meant. Edit. The frigate does have armor and shields. If you're talking about the frigate. Mining station, upgrade. Yeah, true, we do have room for armor. Go ahead and get that done. But yeah, we're not going to swap out the starfighter bays. Not yet. And I might want to get to medium mining stations sooner rather than later, so we can have like 3 docking bays and a starfighter bay as well. Because we do need them. We do want that protection, right? We've seen it be problematic in some cases, so we'll definitely want that protection. Let's upgrade the shrimp as well, because we want that better range on the hyperdrive. And let's get some armor on this bad boy too. I wonder if we wanted to proximity sensor. Nah, I don't think we need that. We haven't needed it, so why add it? 3 fission reactors? Do we really need that many fission reactors? Do we even need... No. See, that's because previously we had 3 of the lower tier reactor, so the game automatically upgraded those, all 3 of them, and it's like it went way overboard, obviously. Yeah, that looks fine to me. It's the Mule 2. Escorts, we're fine. The spaceport, let's go ahead and upgrade you. And the spaceport, we should be able to add, I imagine, yes. Where are we? Small starfighter bays. 1, 2, and 3. Got a bunch of them out there. Hopefully these guys will help defend our homeworld, right? Because we only have the one around our homeworld right now. We might be able to add more later. Could add some more shields and some more armor too. Not going to overdo it, because again, this costs us money to build and stuff, right? So just because we have slots doesn't mean we should fill them up. But I am obviously going to want to try and improve this a little bit. We've gone way over our size. Get rid of you. Get rid of you. Me and my trigger finger being a little too easily excited. Oh man, I guess I gotta get rid of quite a bit. There we go. Cool. We'll do that. So a bit of shield, bit of armor, and then we've got our starfighter bays, weapons, and everything else will stay as they previously were. Won't your economy crash? Isn't it dangerous to use special resources on non-critical ships? If they are civilian ships, I'll have to look into this, but from my understanding, if they're civilian ships, then the private economy will pay me, right, to build those. But beyond that as well, they'll want to invest in acquiring more of that resource, so they'll go out and mine more and ship it more, and that'll probably work in my favor, from my understanding. We do not have enough crew. How big is a crew component? Where are we? Crew module, crew systems. All right, cool. We can fit that, and we have enough crew now. What's the problem here? Already has a ship. This what? How? All right, I guess so. Fair enough. External component bays should be completely filled before using internal component bays to help with defense. What have I done here? I've exposed something. Yeah, you, I guess. Nope, that's not what I... Come on. There we go. I think it's a matter of moving this guy down here instead. No. Defense hangar. Oh, I see. I've got it the other way around. So I should move the standard armor, for example, up over here. What else do I have? I see. I can move the deflection field generator down over here as well. That'll do it. All right, cool. Just to keep those components safer from damage. All right, done. And I think that's everything we need for now. Research stations have been fine. The mining ship needs to be upgraded, right? Because we want to make sure it's able to get that far. Yeah, these guys are good. Let's go ahead and add some armor, and then we'll move on from all this customization. Done. Spent a lot of time on those screens, so I'm trying to like move on. But yeah, I think it'll some of these upgrades will cost us, of course, like when we're upgrading our frigates, those will cost us directly because we're in charge of our military. These guys are currently getting involved in attacks against Devious Hammer, all right? Let them deal their damage right now, and then we'll bring them back and retrofit these guys. But we will have to pay ourselves for the military upgrades, and for certain stations, I believe we have to pay for ourselves. But by and large, the private sector is going to be involved in improving these guys. Critical research success, good stuff. Crash research, wow, that one's huge. That's a huge research to have. The diplomacy research tech, that's massive. That's absolutely massive. All right, fantastic. 17 years. I mean, it still sounds like a ridiculous amount of time, but it'll be gone. It'll be done quickly. Show me the situation here. That's the Devious Hammer that everyone's attacking. Yeah, they're trying to harass our allies over here, it seems. Or I call them our allies, but they're no such thing. Not yet, at least. Good stuff. Trying to refuel at Yavin 6. I guess the pirates get along with these guys. Yeah, look at that. Retrofit at Smuggler Station. Don't let him get away. Oh, these guys jumped too far. He's gonna get away. For sure. Let's go ahead and get you guys retrofitting. I should be able to... Oh, right. We're right. My apologies. I have to actually select the ships to give them the retrofit order. You can still shift select and everything. You can still do it pretty efficiently. But fleet commands are separate from what was I saying? Fleet commands are separate from individual ship commands. I think we'll be... yeah, you know, actually, I should probably save. Just in case. Just in case. After all that ship customization, absolutely, good call, Glenn. I was like, hey, we'll be fine, but then I realized how much we'd lose in terms of customization. How are we looking here? Building a lot of freighters. All right, good stuff. Economy's looking okay. The cash flow isn't that great, but all these annual bonus expenses are working in our favor. The trade bonus is helping as well, better and better as we go along. How's our colony doing, actually? How is our colony doing? Look at that. Look at that. 40. It's making money. Ish. What are the resource shortages over here? So you can see, you should see, I see this raider coming through over here. That's not ideal. It's not ideal at all. Where's my defensive like fleet that was supposed to be over here? Everyone's retrofitting now, so that worked out perfectly. Can I bring these guys over here in time? All right, good. Good, good, good. Get them away. Get them out of here. They're gonna still try raiding, aren't they? We're okay, we're okay, we're okay. No, he's still gonna try to raid. He might succeed too. Not liking this. Hasn't made it yet. You can absolutely, by the way, lose a colony like this. If we don't push this ship off, we'll be in trouble. But it looks like he's probably second-guessing his moves here. I love, by the way, that shots can ricochet like that. Oh, there we go. Reinforcements arriving. Oh, okay. I was a little worried there for a second. I think we'll be okay now. Yeah, he's getting out of here. He's getting out of here. Good stuff. And are these ships upgraded? The Sea-Wing 3, right? Yeah, that's the latest version. No, it's not. Go back and retrofit. Go back and retrofit. Just this one. These guys are upgraded. So if I... no. You can actually get a bridge view, so you can actually see the view from the ship's like first-person perspective. I thought he was about to jump, but I guess not. All right. First fleet, your job is to defend. Oh, I should probably repair though. Second fleet. We can probably actually get these guys defending as well, like automatically defending. And they should be able to now defend across... Use fleet tactics across nearby systems as well. Hopefully nearby includes multiple systems. We'll find out, I guess. We'll find out. All right. Tech is looking okay. 15 years for that. 3 years for planetary governance. That'll help with our corruption. Once we eliminate, reduce corruption a bit on our home world, especially, I think our economy will be significantly better. Negative 30% still, or rather, I should say 30% from our corruption still, eating into our revenue significantly. All right. Zoom out over here. Where are my exploration ships, and can we start going further out now? Bold Wanderer, retrofit. Brisk Miracle, retrofit. They've got to come all the way back to retrofit before they'll be able to go back out and explore further out. But it's worth it. The speed boost and the range boost is huge. It's absolutely worth it. And hopefully some of these freighters, 3,000. Are you? Need to make sure these freighters are upgraded as well. AU 3000 is, yes, upgraded. So these guys are now more quickly able to move between these star systems. I don't think we have to worry too much about those attacks. Oh boy. Alright, things are looking okay. Stable-ish. I still haven't found with certainty where these pirates might be based. So I can't even think about going out to attack them. Their headquarters, though, are always extremely powerful. Like, their strength is at, like our strength right now, you can see 311, 154. Their strength at their bases are at, 1,000 or so. Like, it can get pretty high. It can get pretty ridiculously high. It looks like our economy, also, by the way, did not crash after the concerns earlier. Davin 5 is under attack. Looks like they managed to land some raiders over here, but we'll be fine. We'll be able to defend it just fine, and this ship is in trouble as well. God damn it, just their ability to jump sometimes. Got another ship over here as well, though. You could try and steal their territory map. I could. I don't know if I have any spies, actually. Let me check. Oh, I do. Okay. It's the probability of success is so low. None of these spies are particularly trained or anything. But I could target the murderous intruders. Yeah, 27% chance of success. This is one thing I've been, wondering about. Because, the chance of success is always very low to begin with. And I'm not sure how to improve that. Without, I'm just not sure how to improve that. Hypothetically, if I make it take longer, it would be a higher chance of success, as we can see. But 12 months is the longest amount of time. And 27%, even as somebody who says, what's life without risks, that seems too risky. I could try it, I suppose. Lutar, Serafu, go for it. Murderous intruders. What if I can't stack them for a better success chance or anything? And if they get captured, the pirates will try and ransom them and stuff as well. And I wouldn't be surprised if they do get captured. But yeah, I'm not sure what affects the success rate. What is this? Menacing Authority encountered. We've encountered a new pirate faction in the Yavin system. The Menacing Authority. Man! This pirate faction is predominantly composed of Mortallans, naturally hostile towards us, so they are unlikely to be useful allies. Fair enough. Just another pirate faction to deal with from our local, in our local space. I don't know if stealing technology, like we can, but like 13% success chance. They have a lot of technology. The pirates, by the way, are more advanced than you. That's part of the game's, like there's something up. There's some story about that, and we don't know what it is. But the pirates are always more technologically advanced than you. I feel like if anything, I should at least try and do the thing I have a higher chance of success with, right? Let's try it. Let's throw them until one sticks, as you said. See if we see any luck there. Don't throw them at the factions; they just get caught. Do they? Skills get better or even show up in later stages when they catch foreign spies. Oh, I see. So I see. So what you're suggesting is we should cancel the mission and go with counterintelligence across the board, and then hope that we upgrade that way. We could try that. And you know what? One of these guys, Yorpa Matado, he's going to go and take that risk because he's a bold individual. He's going to try and take that risk. Because why not? There's also, I mean, I left the default settings for this playthrough because I felt like, damn, did they just attack? Who are you? Oh no, these guys are traitors. I left the default settings, but I do feel like sometimes there are a lot of pirates. Maybe it's just my luck with my starts, but it does sometimes feel like there are a lot of pirates, and they are all very aggressive. So that is something that is something to consider if and when you're playing your own playthroughs. Damn it, you got away. When you're playing your own playthroughs, this may be something to consider is like the pirate faction count, and not having yourself be too easily overwhelmed by them. On the topic of playing yourself, by the way, folks, just again want to mention really quickly, this game is currently on sale, 10% off. It'll be releasing on the 10th of March. But if you want to pick it up early, it is available for 10% off right now at the link in the description down below. The rest of this publisher's entire catalog is on sale as well, up to 70% off on some of their games, even more in some cases from what I saw. You can check those sales out as well, linked in the description down below. They have some great games if you like this genre, if you like strategy games, if you like, the subgenres. They've got games across the board as far as subgenres are concerned, as far as settings are concerned, from medieval to fantasy to sci-fi and more. So you might want to check that out. They're huge sales. It's only for this weekend, if memory serves me right. So if you want to check it out, links again down below in the description. Best you can do is to put them on counterintelligence so they show up. Right, a better choice than throwing them away in high-risk missions. Yeah, I guess I do. I'm a bit of a risk taker sometimes. We'll see what ends up happening. Taking a look at chat here real quick. I want to make sure I didn't miss anything. All right, cool. I think I'm all caught up. Yeah, I think stealing research. Oh, I mean, it's an option, but the chance of success there was so minimal. All right, what to do next? We've got everyone focusing on this effective diplomacy. It'll be about 6 years until it's done. Are there other research locations? No, not yet. But once our exploration ships are done getting upgraded, which they are now, we should be able to send them out a bit further and see if we can't find more like research stations and stuff, right? So let's see, exploration. Let's get the Brisk Miracle headed over to... There's a cluster over here, which I think is worth exploring, rather than these spread out locations. Maybe let's go ahead and check out this spot over here. Cowering Chance, let's get you up over there. Let's get the Solar Subterfuge up over here. And they should be able to move quite quickly. We'll take a look at them on the map over here. Yeah, there we go. We go at regular speed just to see the speed difference. Like, it still takes a fair bit of time, but like that is fast compared to the speeds we were looking at the beginning of the game, right? Like, this was unfathomable to make these jumps. The Diplotech has already been crashed. We got lucky with a breakthrough, and so it's been crashed by one of our scientists. What's happening here? Mission exposed. Nice. Yorpa Matado has been detected after failing to steal a territory map with the murderous intruders. Fortunately, they were able to escape, but the exposure of this mission will have diplomatic consequences. They're pirates. What do we care about diplomatic consequences with them? Where are my spies? Matado, let's maybe get you working on counterintelligence as well. I wish I'd realized Incite Revolution. Oh, hello. Oh god. All these negative 20%. What the hell? Double agent. Wait, what? Why would we have him around if he's a double agent? or is he a previous double agent? Just taking a look at some of these options. But no, let's go ahead and do counterintelligence, I suppose. If that's the way to level them up and solve some of those issues we're seeing, that'll be good. The devs have stated that the pirates are overtuned in the preview build, and in the final release should be 1 tier lower in difficulty. Oh, amazing! That's good to know, Zapperzen. Thank you for the clarification there. I think that'll make a very, very big difference, because it's a fun challenge, but it can be very overwhelming. It can be very overwhelming. So that's good to hear. And yeah, again, folks, just as a reminder, this is a preview build. It is not the final build of the game that'll be releasing on the 10th of March. When I do get my hands on that, you'll see that on the channel for sure. But this is a preview build, so as has been pointed out right there, some things will be changing. Right? How are we doing? Doing okay? We're doing all right. We have 5, still growing. Still quite a few resource shortages. I still haven't seen our own freighters come through to deliver anything here. Well, what's up with that? Trying to maintain a level there. Just taking a look at some of these. Yes, we're lacking all these luxury resources. Do we even have access to some of these? Or are they just demanding them? Again, I've had this automated, so it might just be demands for resources we don't even have access to. But would help with colony development or colony income, as you can see. That's why we're sending those ships to explore further and further out, so we can hopefully get what's it called? More more of those resources. Get rid of him. How do I dismiss him? I guess right. So I'm not wrong. Double agent is a negative for us. Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's get rid of him. I was like, yeah, maybe it means something, and I'm just not reading into it right. Peter says, I'm glad I could get the stream and my membership today for all the hours of joy at work, but I have to head off and watch the VOD at work. I wish all y'all a nice evening, morning, day. Thank you very much, Peter, for joining in as a member. Again, I was saying it earlier, I'll say it again. It really does make such a big difference, so I appreciate it greatly. And thanks for joining in. Hope you had a good time, and I hope you enjoy the VOD when you watch it. Enjoy the rest of your day. Hope work isn't too hard for you. And hopefully I'll catch you either in the Discord or when we stream next. Thanks for coming through, bud. Appreciate it greatly. And again, thank you very much for joining in as a member. It really does make a huge difference. This mining station over here. All right, surviving. Good stuff. Good stuff. Can I? No. I was just about to say, I wish I could like quickly see what systems are on this thing. Like I can't remember. Like for example, I can't remember right now if I've got starfighter docks on my mining stations, and I don't think I can check over here. The one way to check is I can go back here. Oh yeah, okay, cool. It does list it. Cool. I stand corrected. So our mining stations, yeah, I do wonder if we shouldn't try and get to the medium mining stations ASAP, just so that we're able to upgrade them in that way. Because like, then our frigates don't have to like run around as much. And I don't want to build more frigates right now because cash flow is a little tight, and we do have to pay maintenance costs for. Ooh, what is this? Ardalus encountered. We've encountered an Ardalus space monster in the Canes system. The Ardalus seems to be an enormous silicon-based invertebrate. Its appearance is an amorphous, semi-transparent blob with trailing red tendrils. Our observations indicate that their preferred habitat is the upper atmosphere of gas giant planets. It may be wise to keep our distance from these deep space creatures until we have a better understanding of them. In the Canes system. Alright, okay. Let's go ahead and see this for ourselves. The Canes region is up over here. Oh. I wonder if we've actually like seen it or like just detected it. And you can see there's a storm going on over here. Oh yeah, there's our cowering chance. That's a gravel. Oh, where is my? I'm gonna pull out from here. There we go. Ooh, there it is. That's quite pretty, huh? It looks like a planet actually. It's almost like it evolved to look like a planet to tempt things to attack it. It's got shields and it's got a decent bit of health. I feel like we could probably take it on, but I don't think I need to try and attack this. And beyond that as well, this is am I stuck here? Is my ship stuck here? Where is my? Oh no, we might be in trouble here. Because this might be a storm, and they might trap us in there. Let's see what we can do if we can get the ship out of there. Okay, no, we're okay. That purple highlight must just be because it's a dangerous region. Because again, otherwise it would be highlighted like that, I think, right? Purple is ion storm. Oh no, there is a storm in here. We're probably taking damage from it. But it's not the kind of nebula that... Oh no. You saw... I don't know if you saw it, but it said hyperdrive offline. We might be in a bit of trouble there. We might lose this ship. That's not ideal. Oh, get out of there, buddy. Come on, get out of there. I believe in you. Glenn Shakespeare joining in as the latest channel member. Folks, please throw up those banners, throw up those flags, throw up those E's, and give a warm welcome to Glenn Shakespeare for joining in as the latest member, as a warden no less. Thank you very much, buddy. Again, you just heard me say it probably, but it really does help support the channel significantly. Really helps support these streams, and also I appreciate it greatly. Thank you so very, very much. Thank you so very, very much. Oh, man. I think he's... Oh, no. I think he's stuck. He's going to try and get out of there, but it's going to take a lot of time. And maybe I was blind to the highlight there previously when I was sending those guys out, and that's on me. But like I said, geography matters. Geography matters. There we go. Jazzy B kicking it off. Folks, throw up those E's. Throw up those flags. I love to see when chat turns either red with the banners or just a wall of E's to welcome new members joining in. Man, it's so... I just want to say again, like, these tiny little dots moving around just brings me so much joy. It just so... It really feels like you've accomplished something when it takes, you know, time and effort to pull it off, you know? It's like, this is... It's insane. I love it. Absolutely love it. Now, we've got quite... Oh, is this in a storm as well? No, it's just near one. It looks like there's some good resources here. I can call... Oh, ooh. This is actually a decent colony. Plus 11 suitability. It's a forest moon. Oh, god damn it. Let's build a mining station here for now, though. Because I don't think it's a bad idea. Yeah, exactly. I want to get some of these mining stations done. Read my mind. No, I appreciate it, Glenn. It really is... it's amazing. And I appreciate the membership a lot. Words never do it justice. Make sure, by the way, if you want to get your like title and stuff in the Discord, just either hit me up or reach out to one of the Grand Arbiters or our mods, and they'll get you your Warden role on the Discord as well. And of course, I'll get the names updated on the end credit screen as well as soon as I can. But it is greatly appreciated, bud. A couple of good spots over here. I want to build mining stations to again encourage the private sector, you know, diving in full force. Necros crystals, and what is this again? This is Phyraxian Firestone for the extra colony income and colony development. I think is worth chasing. More resources discovered at Ephampia. Ooh, that's pretty. That's a very pretty planet. Vakala crystal, Emerald crystal, and Vufula scent. A lot of luxury goods over here. Let's go ahead and mine you. What else do we have? There was also the vodka, or whatever it was called, right? Definitely want to tap into that. I think it was up over here. Yeah, Beta Dasulong. Butchering that pronunciation, I'm sure. Where was it? Where is my vodka parallel? There it is. Yeah, vodkol. Go ahead and get that going there. It's unpause now. Yavin 4 is under attack. These pirates, man, they just don't know when to quit. There are no mods here. Move along. Good stuff. Oh boy. There's a lot more red than I'd like to see. What was that screech? Oh my god, that's terrifying. That scared the crap out of me. I was not expecting that screech. You okay? Under attack, it says. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. You might need to get out of here, buddy. We're too close to the Canes sector, it looks like. Oh, that's cool. Also terrifying. Let's go up to... No, there's something dangerous there. Maybe we should move over this way. Well, I want to make sure we move in the right direction. Ship travel vectors for a selected ship. Are we... No. Pull over this way. I want to make sure we don't actually... Right, I can use the empty space. I want to make sure we don't get trapped in that storm there if we're passing through, right? This is the Brazen Navigator, the construction ship coming through to build some of those mining stations. The shadows are here even. Love the screech. Yeah, that screech was Scared the crap out of me. I was not expecting it. What are these guys doing? These hammerheads. No mission right now. Fair enough. Again, these guys are under the purview of the private sector, right? So if they have something to do, I'm sure they'll move in. They might be out there because they're running away from an attacking enemy ship. Probably why they're out there. A new spy appears. All right, let's take a look and see if he's worth anything. Oesta Opanko. Well, we'll get you to counter-espionage for now, I suppose. Counterintelligence, rather. Any traits yet? Nothing yet. All right, fair enough, fair enough. How are we looking here? 5 years, give or take. Silver Sword, thank you very much, buddy. Thank you. 200k, yeah, kind of wild. I'm still processing 100k, and here we are at 200k. It's kind of crazy. But next step is 250,000, I guess, 250. We'll see when we get there. But thank you very much. I appreciate it. Appreciate it. I was wondering when it would happen. And I finally did. Oh, now it's the countdown to 250. I'm a little worried about this Gravelex thing. I think we'll be okay. The mining station is able to defend itself. The construction ship is not. This guy's gonna get out of here. Not a bad call. Ooh, good. Oh no, what happened there? Why'd you come back? Get out of here. No! Hyperdrive offline, reactor offline. Oh, he's dead. He's dead. Mining station's gonna try and make it here. Go ahead and commission some more construction ships. We'll need them as we're building more, like mining stations and stuff. Alright, I think this guy will be okay. Hopefully. Screeching is starting to become too much. Probably shouldn't screech every time they trigger the attack animation. 60%, 4.5 years. Less, 4.25 years roughly. Yavin 5, how are you doing? We've got 2 of our troops ready to defend. Third one being built up right now. Revenue is really poor over here. I do want... I wonder what I can do to further instigate... Because like it's getting the resources that it wants. So there's obviously activity happening here. I'm trying to figure out how to like push it further. You know, like it's got more steel than it needs. Like, why aren't freighters coming through to pick them up and take them elsewhere? Goblin 5 is under attack. Off they go. They're trying to raid us, but I think we'll be fine over here. Yeah. Okay, I'm glad I got these defensive troops. And we don't have a general over here, actually. We do have, I think, some available. Leader, Ambassador, General Zol Chorus. Maintenance savings. Let's go ahead and send him over to Yavin 5. Actually, you know what? No. He should stay on Yavin 4. Because there's more troops there, and if he's going to lower maintenance costs, then he should stay where there are more troops and where the cost is higher to further reduce it better. Cinder Halverson, thank you very much for subscribing. I hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, then you know what to do. Let me know down below. Hit that like button and have your voice and opinion heard. The revenue... So, sorry, just to clarify. Revenue is the private sector revenue. Our tax rate applies to the base revenue. So revenue goes up. Sorry, let me rephrase that. The money we make from the planet is net tax revenue. Net tax revenue is the result of gross tax revenue minus support costs. Gross tax revenue is base revenue multiplied by our tax rate. Base revenue is corruption losses taken away from revenue. Revenue goes up when there's the private sector engaging with a colony. Yeah. So that's why tax rate is at 0%, because I would rather the colony grow and migrants come here because they're like, oh, hey, there's no taxes. So I'd rather encourage pop growth, and then eventually when the planet starts making some money, I'll tax them. Because even if I tax at 100%, that's not a lot of money being made, and just a lot of upset people instead. But I'm not sure why we're not seeing... It must be just my luck that every time I look here, there are no... Oh, there we go. I guess there's a frigate moving right now. Good, okay. I just wanted to make sure that goods were actually moving back and forth over here. Raise taxes in the homeworld? I suppose we could. We did raise them earlier today. I guess people are tremendously happy, so we could go a bit higher, probably. Not bad, not bad. And again, I just want to clarify, if all this like tax management and stuff is not your speed. You can automate this stuff as well. I've just got everything manual. The reason why I did that is partly because I enjoy playing in that way, but also because I feel like it's the best way to kind of highlight just how many moving parts there are. Because to me, that's one of the biggest selling points of this game, is like how many moving parts there are to engage with, and how how wildly deep each of those moving parts is. Let's maybe lower the tax rate a bit. Sure, let's do that. That should help. That helps tremendously, actually. Would a spaceport help? Yeah, probably. Let's can I build a spaceport over here? Yeah, we should probably, yeah, we can afford that. Let's go for it. That might actually, yeah, you're right. That might encourage people to bring stuff. I was tempted as well to actually build a mining station over here as well, because we have all these resources. I don't think we ever went through with that, but I could do. Should be able to do. Oh, I forgot about the administration center. I should get that done for sure. Classified coming in with a super chat. Thank you very much, buddy. Typical government. The people are happy. Tax them more. Hell yeah. You know, just it's a give and take. It's a give and take model. Thank you very much for the give from that super chat. I appreciate it greatly. Classified. You've heard me say it countless times. Really helps support the channel and the streams. It makes a huge difference. Thank you very, very much. But yes, on the note of give and take, let's prevent the taking being done by some of these corrupt individuals. So I was asked again about construction, like building stuff. So you'll occasionally get options like the Planetary Administration Center that'll cost us 10,000 credits. Oh yeah, we can afford that to build. So it's not like, again, it's not like a constant management of building slots, but every once in a while you'll complete some technology that'll give you something that'll help in one way or another. In this case, we're doing it specifically. It's got a lot of benefits, but one of the specific things is, of course, the reduction of that corruption to hopefully help our economy rather significantly, I would imagine. We have Zillath2 subscribing to the channel. Thank you very much, buddy. Hope you're enjoying the show. If you are, you know what to do. Again, let me know down below. And again, folks, if you are enjoying, you know, hanging out with chat, or feel like you'd enjoy a channel and a community that cares a lot about these kinds of games, don't hesitate to join the Discord, linked in the description down below. Fantastic place to hang out with some fantastic folks. A lot of multiplayer action. In fact, there is a Crusader Kings 3 multiplayer game going on with the community right now. You don't have to be a veteran. Beginners are welcome as well. All kinds of community gaming, but also folks playing single-player games and just sharing stories, or just, you know, hanging out in general. A great place to make some great friends. And I'm not just saying that because it's our community. It is. I'm so proud of the community. It's such a fantastic place to just hang out and chill and vibe. Is it additive or multiplicative? Which aspect? Sorry, Kraya. Peter, how's it going, buddy? Glad you could come through. I don't think we need an administrative center on the colony, but actually it does help with growth, doesn't it? I forget now, but let me just double check. So it helps with colony happiness. Okay. Corruption, defense, and development. Yeah, so we should probably get that. The investment is probably worth it. 500 credits is the maintenance cost. I think we can afford that, especially with the increased taxes. And with reduced corruption at the home world, especially, we should be able to afford that. I kind of want to colonize a distant world. Where is it? Colonies. Again, the UI is just fantastic in how it, like, just categorizes everything so easily. It makes it so much easier to navigate. Absolutely love it. Should we? How far away is it from us? It's not that far, actually. It's one system over, and it's better than the other one that we'd spotted, the forest, the other forest planet. So Otitan is a +1 colonization suitability. It does have an unknown set of ruins. Those could be good or bad, but it looks like it's a dangerous location. Whereas Noafatid over here, colony income, colony development, and colonization suitability are quite good. So let's go ahead and build a colony ship and colonize Noafatid. Go for it. Queued for colonization. There we go. Yeah, exactly. Correct. Do it. Just do it. I know, right? Let's go for it. Go interstellar. And again, now you can see these dots. Light freighters moving such far distances, keeping that economy running. How is actually our private sector looking? More shipbuilding costs coming through. I imagine fuel sales. It's kind of interesting. I guess fuel at this scale hasn't taken over our economy just quite yet. It's not a big contributor. It helps, but it's not a huge contributor. I could maybe... Yeah, a colony ship is expensive, right? Yeah, we'll be okay. Look at that cash flow. Look at that cash flow. Oh my god. Trying to find what's changing. Oh, it's our colony tax. That's good. Even if we end up in a deficit, I think we'll recover pretty quickly. Holy crap. Is it because corruption's dropping? I'm trying to figure this out. Corruption's not dropping. Corruption's going up, despite having the administration center made. How fitting. How very fitting. But I do want to see... It might take some time for it to activate or whatever, right? 31.6%. It does say colony corruption reduction, right? Yeah, it does. It's listed here as well, yeah. 31.7 from 31.6. I'm curious about what's going on over here. Curious about what's going on over there. We'll keep that open. But at the same time, I want to see colony... Where's my colony ship? Are we not auto-building one? I thought we were. Or are we waiting for money to catch up, I guess? Must be that. Because we don't have enough money to build, to actually even commission the building. Also, it says it'll give plus 10% colony corruption reduction, which to me reads like there is a chance of reducing corruption, and this adds to that. But I can't see what that chance of reducing corruption actually is to begin with, because now it's up to 32%. Higher than it ever was. Yeah, I could check the Galactopedia. Corruption. Colony corruption. Loss of wealth due to fraud, crime, and inefficiency, etc., etc. A good way to reduce corruption is by building planetary administration facilities throughout your empire. They reduce corruption. They also improve happiness and development. Governments that reduce corruption. Yeah, no, that doesn't really go into further detail with regards to how corruption is calculated. There are plans to include a full manual, I believe, when the game actually comes out. It isn't ready yet, but I believe the game is going to be delivered with a manual as well, which will probably go into further depth about some of these things that can't be explained very effectively with tooltips. We've completed our diplomacy tech over here. So if I take a look at diplomacy really quickly with these independent colonies, neutral with us. Should I try and send them another gift? Or negotiate a deal? They still don't like us enough, because that's not going up. You've given us gifts as +1, but it's not like continuing to give more. Like, I feel like I should give another tech. Yeah, that was confusing. That threw me off, Glenn, because like the revenue escalated significantly. Our entire economy skyrocketed for a moment there, but the corruption still kept going up. Oh, no, I totally know corruption is a problem, but I thought that administrative building that we built would help reduce the corruption, you know? Maybe let's send them a small gift. 12,000. I just want to see what this does for diplomacy. And it still trends downwards despite our efforts there. I imagine this is temporary again. We'll see. We will see. Or I guess I should say I was hoping we would see, but folks, we might not. At least not right now, because I'm gonna have to call it a stream over here, folks. Voice is starting to really die out, and there are some videos I got to get to work on as well. But this is where we're gonna probably call it a stream. Well, before I get to that, I just want to mention again, just as a quick reminder, if you are interested in grabbing this game for yourself, it is currently 10% off on sale right now. It releases on the 10th of March, but if you want to pick it up early, you can at 10% off. The link in the description down below will take you right to it. Apart from that, the publishers of this game, Slytherin, are doing a huge sale this weekend. They're the ones who've also sponsored this stream. Again, just as a reminder, this is a sponsored stream, but the developers, Slytherin, are doing a huge sale. You can check that out, link to the description down below as well. Things are up to 70% off, and their catalog is huge. There's something for everyone in their catalog. All kinds of strategy games, various genres, various, I should say, subgenres, and various settings as well, from sci-fi to history to, you know, modern warfare, all kinds of stuff in there. So don't hesitate to check it out. Links again to both of those are in the description down below, right next to, again, the link to our Discord. If you want to join in and hang out with some fantastic folks, don't hesitate to do that. But I'm thinking, so I'm trying to figure this out. The response to Distant Worlds 2 has been tremendous here, and that's great. And initially, I was planning on having these streams, and then once the game came out, I would have like guide videos, and I would maybe do a Let's Play or something like that. If you would be interested in watching early access streams on this channel, if you've enjoyed, you know, my style, my company, or my streams in general, for whatever reason it might be, if you would like to see more Distant Worlds 2 on this channel on the lead up to release, let me know in chat right now. Let me know in the comments if you're watching the VOD, or if you want to leave a comment instead with more details or some explanation. Feel free to do that. And let me know by leaving a like down below as well. I'm really enjoying Distant Worlds 2. I hope, if we're lucky, maybe the save will actually work in the next version, the final like release candidate, and then we'll be able to continue this playthrough. We might have to start a new one, but again, we can pick from any of the species, and we can do a lot more because it'll be the final build, right? So let me know, folks, if you want to see more Distant Worlds 2 on the channel. It's definitely going to happen in some form or another, but the intensity with which I hit a game is entirely, or almost entirely, I should say, determined by people's interest in seeing that game on the channel. Go Distant definitely would love DW2 intro tutorial videos. Yeah, I think I'll be doing a lot of guide videos for sure. There's so many concepts to get into, so I'll definitely do like a beginner's guide. I'll do like essentials tips and stuff like that, so that people can get into the game and be comfortable right off the bat when the game actually releases. For sure, I think we need to do that. Agreed. Love watching this game. I'd definitely be interested in more Distant Worlds 2 streams. All right, good to hear. Good to hear. Again, folks, let me know. I'm a very for those of you that are not familiar with the channel, I'm a very feedback-oriented content creator. You know, I pay attention to what people say. I read all the comments, and I try my best, you know, timing and luck sometimes willing, I try my best to like work in accordance to the feedback and make sure at the same time, you know, I do everything justice, so I don't do stuff that I'm not enjoying. Distant Worlds 2 I'm loving, so if you guys are interested in as well, it's good for me to know, and then I can pursue it accordingly. It seems like many of you are very, very interested though, so that's great. I cut off my limbs to play this game 30 seconds before release. Oh no, Karaya, you know that's not true. Don't lie to all these folks like that. how it's the exact opposite. Spend like 5 minutes in our Discord and you'll see how the veterans of this community treat me. It's fantastic. But yes, folks, again, thank you so very much for joining me. I hope you had a wonderful time. Thanks, of course, to all of our super chatters and new members today. I'll make sure to have your names added to our credits list ASAP. And for now, of course, a massive thanks, as always, to all of the channel members and patrons who've been supporting the channel month after month, year after year. As I like to say, keeping the channel alive and running smoothly. It's just... Honestly, I'm forever grateful. And a massive, massive thanks to each and every one of you for watching. 200,000 subscribers does not happen without each and every one of you. So thank you so very much for joining along, whether you're watching live or you're watching the VOD or you're watching something else entirely, and you can just feel my thoughts through the time-space continuum. But thank you all so very, very much. Don't forget, again, to join the Discord, as Jazzy just drops those links in the chat as well. Don't forget to join the Discord, and follow me on Twitter as well. Both are excellent ways to also stay up to date with streaming schedules and things like that. So yeah, I guess that's everything. I'm just trying to run through my head. And again, just as a reminder, folks, if you know you're going to get Distant Worlds 2, it is 10% off right now. Link in the description down below. If you already know you're going to get it, it's on sale right now. So just going to throw that out there again. Do with that information what you will. Link in the description down below. Fun game, Zuka, you liked it as well. Karaya party needs to be put down so he never forgets where he comes from. It's the rule. I didn't make them. I'm just following them. Beautiful. Plus, next time, pirate leveling will be tweaked. That's a good point, Jazzy. That's a very good point as well. There will be a lot of balancing and stuff as well. And I'll also be more familiar with the game because I'll spend more time with it to get familiar with the things that I'm not already familiar with when we start the next playthrough or whatever we decide to end up doing. I'll probably throw up a vote or something when the time comes. A reminder as well, you'll want to be in the Discord tomorrow around noon Eastern time for something that I'll be announcing then. I think everybody would be interested in what I'm going to announce. I think so, at least. Glenn Shakespeare, we love hearing your amazing voice. Please play more games. How's that for an ego stroke? Thank you very much. I appreciate it. It's it is greatly appreciated. But on that wonderful note, I think we shall call it a day, folks. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. I hope to catch you in the Discord or in some of the upcoming live streams, which will hopefully start kicking off again, and we'll be returning to a regular schedule very soon, if all goes well. Until I catch you next, though, folks, like I was saying, have yourself